and we are here live. Let's see, we're about to view. Sorry, I'm checking out the thing right now. All right. Yeah, we're playing Eclipse Phase, second edition here with some of our patrons. Let's see here. And we're doing Spring Break on Krypton, which is a resort gate planet. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and introduce the players and the characters. Everyone's using the pregen, but go ahead and just mention your pregen. Anything you want to say about them. We'll start in alphabetical order with Burke.
Oh boy. Hey, it's Burke, and I am playing Burke. Burke is Becky, aka Becky Transfinity. She's an enforcer from Titan who got real bored there and decided to go off and be a criminal.
All right. Yep. A very nice person.
No, they're all good people. They're all good people.
Next up, we have Dan.
It's I am playing Ellis Menendez. Anyways, she goes by Ellis. Scum Techie.
All right.
What more is there to say?
Pretty much. Let's see. Oh, in terms of morphs, let's see here.
Oh, in a splicer.
In a splicer.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm an AGI and a synth morph.
Just standard synth morph. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Very good. And finally, we have. Well,
don't even try. It's just Adam. Okay.
Yeah, all right, Adam. Yeah.
Hey, this is Adam from the Technical Difficulties Podcast, and I'm here. I'm playing Pivo, who is definitely an octopus and not a squid. There's a difference. And I am playing an Uplift Scavenger. This is the Uplift Scavenger pregen. And apparently, Burke and I are buddies.
We are buddies.
Yep.
I'm sure that will come up, and it will not, in fact, screw us in the end. Because why would it? That would be silly. Why? That shouldn't be a problem.
All right. So let's see here. Yeah. And so basically, the premise of this scenario is that you are all freelancers hired by Louie Martinelli, a lieutenant in the Night Cartel. His son James is on spring break from Olympus University, a private college on Mars, and so Louie wants to make sure his son has a good time on Krypton, but James doesn't want to be escorted around by normal Night Cartel goons. So y'all have a reputation for partying and somehow discretion. So Louie's trusting you can protect James and make sure he has a great time. What could go wrong? So as we begin the adventure, let's start with the briefing with Louie Let's see here. Louie Martinelli. You are all meeting in a private simul space on the mesh. He is sent. He is not on Mars. He is actually in the Night Cartel habitat, which is in the main belt. But he has sent a beta fork to negotiate. And so you are in, and because the Night Cartel is a legitimate organization and the hypercore controlled Martian polity, they have bought the rights to the basically every old classic mafia movie and media franchise from the 20th and 21st century. So you're meeting in a perfect recreation of some old ass movie called The Godfather, because there's a little title that explains the historical context, and Louie Martinelli looks like some character in it, Robert Duvall, who's apparently an important character in this movie, and so he apparently sounds and looks exactly like Robert Duvall, but probably none of you have really studied these very old media forums because they're boring. They're two-dimensional.
Can I roll cartels?
Yeah, sure.
To see if I know this history about the Night Cartel and who this Yahoo is.
Yep. You can use your dice rolling channel or just roll. Yeah, we'll just
no, 65.
65. That makes it.
No, but 65 over 50.
Over 50. Okay. So yeah,
He's a Yahoo.
It doesn't matter. The Night Cartel is rather stuffy. It is a conglomeration of essentially every older mafia and ethnic crime family that survived the fall or made it off Earth. They actually started forming before the fall, and this is all public information. You can look it up. And so their habits and culture is pretty weird and kind of closed off. So this is obviously for Louie's. As far as you could tell, this is just the standard way the Night Cartel has these simple space meetings. They just use these licensed media things. So they're old. Who cares? So Louis explained the basic situation. His son James is going to this exoplanet resort, Krypton, and he wants somebody not connected to the Night Cartel. All of you have good reputations. And it's not a particularly risky job because you're not betraying the Night Cartel. Seems really dumb. And you just have to look after this James kid. So who is apparently actually only 25. He was just growing up and was a teenager when the fall happened. So yeah. So Louis looks at I thank you for taking this job. Do you have any questions for me? Nothing. Yeah.
I mean, tell us about Krypton.
Krypton, yeah. He pulls up a little an old time slide or projector, and it shows but it projects video of a rocky world, but it has a pristine white beach that's been cleared out that is powered with it, that is over a thermal vents, so it's kind of like going to a hot spring. There are people frolicking on the beach. They have atmospheric generators and limited terraforming equipment so that you don't need to wear a suit when you're out on the beach, and they make sure that the water's actually nice. So yeah, it's on an alien planet. The rest of the planet is rocky. There are these beautiful crystal formations that are renowned for both their beauty and also how the fuck were they made. There is a team of scientists that studies them. It is not the most exclusive or prestigious, well, not prestigious, but exclusive exoplanet resort. That'd be Skyark, but that is that's for the super, super rich oligarchs, not for college students on spring break. This is for the sort of, upper middle class, low or, nouveau riche hyper elites. James apparently has been spending a lot of time with the hyper elites of Mars, ingratiating himself in the culture there. So he is friends with a bunch of, hypercorp elite brats. And they all want to go here for spring break. It is hypercore run. So think like a cruise ship resort on an alien rocky planet with this beautiful beach. The only downside is that you smell like sulfur. So they recommend you biomod or take psychosurgery to not be able to smell sulfur. But you get over it pretty quickly. But yeah, they have yachts. They have pleasure yachts that go out sort of at the edge of the territory that's been carved out for the resort. And apparently, I'm sorry, what?
Are there any buildings? Because it sounds
there is a massive resort behind the beach.
Oh, okay. So it's a beach resort. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a beach resort.
Clubs, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of this happens. There are these not quite full-size cruise ships, but mega yachts that that go out and spend a couple of nights out, cruising around, seeing the sights, and also mostly for the Bacchanelli that happen, and that's where a lot of the spring break is going to happen. And yeah, if any of you have any knowledge of gate crashing or anything, I don't think any of your characters.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Trying. So
while he's doing that, what is the Yehu's name and the Yehu's son?
It is in the game announcement chat. Your boss is Louie Martinelli. His son is James.
So that was a fail.
Okay.
Oh, good.
57 out of 40. I know everything about no.
It's all you. Well, I'll give you some information for free. It's a boring hypercorp controlled resort world. The only interesting thing is that the geology of these crystals. There's there's at least there. Yeah, you if you want to spend a point of I would yeah. If you want to spend a point of insight, you could gain a clue. If you okay. You don't have to.
How about this? How about I roll knowledge scavenging?
Okay.
What is there to? What has been scavenged from this place, and what is there to make me money on this place besides selling the Yehu's son? 35 out of 80.
35 out of 80.
So
well, obviously,
success,
I'm sorry, what?
That's a superior success, I think.
Yep. So yeah, if you wanted to do a little moonlighting on the side, obviously, if you wanted to sell James, if you wanted to betray James, that could be potentially profitable. You'd have to find one of the enemies of the Night Cartel and kind of make them a pitch about exactly what you want to do.
I mean, I am an enemy of the Night Cartel.
That's what I kind of remembered. Yeah,
I literally have the trait enemy Night Cartel.
All right. Well, apparently he doesn't know. Well, I guess yeah. So yeah, I didn't look at these regions. Where is even that?
On the right-hand side under the nameplate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll say basically, yeah, you have lied to them and they don't know you as Pivo. So,
I have a Pivo ID, so yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense. So yeah, you could, that would require a networking check with criminals. And you could figure that out. Obviously, if you wanted to freelance, there are ways to make money, but other ways would be getting the data of the you do know that there are researchers studying these crystals. That kind of gate crashing scientific data is always valuable in the black market. There would be numerous buyers for that. Not like risk your life kind of money, but a site like that, if you can sneak off the resort, would be pretty profitable. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot of rich people there, so lots of targets for identity theft.
We're a 9 Lives crew. This is like sending a child into a candy store unsupervised. It's not the best.
Well, I mean, it is going to be. It's also, the thing is though, the big danger though is it's an exoplanet. There's one way in and one way out, and if you get caught, you're fucked. Like, there's literally no other way you can get off that planet except through that gate.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So now Louis does so. One thing you need to know about my son though is he's really easily bored. So you really got to keep him entertained. So you gotta, if you can come up with some ideas for things that'll entertain him, you gotta impress him. So I suggest you come up before you meet with him. You gotta have a meet with him so he can know that you're here to facilitate things. You might want to come up with a couple ideas. Now they have their own full body bank there, and so if he wants to go, he's been looking into extreme sports lately, and I know a planet like that, apparently they have something with wingsuit gliding. If you want to make sure that he has a good time, that would be really hit it off with him at first. That would go a long way to securing you a good bonus. So
Louis, how interested are you in your boy's morph coming back? I feel like I need to ask this, not so much because any of us would do anything to harm him, but he seems like the kind of kid who likes to do things that are toxic, dangerous, like jumping off of cliffs, generally negative things for a standard person's biomorph. I don't want to be held responsible if he decides that doing the latest pedal is a great idea and it turns out somebody spiked it with a neurotoxin.
Right. Well, the main thing is preserving the in order to get paid when you come back, you're gonna have to submit full XPs of everything, of your entire experience there. So I can guarantee that his cortical stack, that his egos remained intact. No one's copied it. No one's touched it. No one's done anything to my boy. If you do that, the main thing is if he has to lose the morph, make sure it's quick. Make sure he doesn't get unnecessarily traumatized. Or otherwise give him all the painkillers he needs. I don't think he had to only switch morphs once, and so he's not used to it. So he likes being risky, but he isn't in the life yet. So give him a little taste. Don't go overboard with him. All right.
A little bit of danger, but X-nay on the neurotoxins.
I mean, obviously, if he makes a mistake when one of these extreme sport things, that happens. But I'll expect you to make sure that you do everything you can to save the morph if possible. Because I don't know what kind of things they have at the body bank there, and he hates resleeving, especially if he's on vacation, because you get all weirded out. It detracts from the rest of your time there. So yeah, they're only going to be there a week. So you gotta make it. If he has to lose 2 days from resleeving, then that's it's no good.
No good at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are definitely in here to make sure he has a great time, and you can trust us, sir. He's gonna do great.
Great.
I hate being bored. He won't be bored.
Excellent. That's why I picked your crew, because I heard you didn't like being bored. I figured you'd get along with him. He doesn't like our standard security people. He doesn't like them, and you come highly recommended because if you fuck up, there'll be big consequences for you. So real big consequences. So yeah. Great. I'll leave. You meet him tomorrow, so be sure to impress him. All right. With that, he logs out. So what the three of you want to do to plan out your little outing?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Shit.
Always a good start to go with the clean colon. Anyway, moving along.
Yeah.
So what the hell do any of us know about this planet, and how do I mean, I'm not exactly around here to entertain some Yahoo's kid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it's the only way we can make money, that's fine. But
and as long as we're spending his money, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, you'll have expense accounts. You won't have to pay a dime at the Hypercorp Resort, which is quite a bit of money, actually. So if you want to make additional money, you could make skill checks to figure out ways to moonlight without betraying him. If you want to betray him, though, you'll have to you can make a networking check to figure out who you need to like make a deal with someone else to really capitalize on it, because if you have 9 lives connections, copying his ego, well, that would be valuable to 9 lives, obviously, because they could pry out all his secrets. But he's not exactly he's still in college. He's not like an actual member of an
it's not his dad. Like, if we could get his dad's ego, that would be worth something. His kid's only worthwhile if it's the only copy of his ego, and 9 lives can sell it back to the Night Cartel.
Well, you can make checks to figure out other ways too. So all right, you want to give me another cartel check.
I was going to do my G-Rep roll.
Okay, sure.
I want to see who's on. What the hell is the name of this place again?
Krypton.
Krypton. I'm going to find out who's on Krypton.
Mm-hmm.
31 out of under 50.
Okay. There's actually not much presence there. It's, like I said, heavily controlled. It's controlled by Hypercorps, and they don't like criminal cartels.
Weird.
Yeah. So the only people, there's one Lagul fixer who basically only is there to basically be the equivalent of a payday loan, but for morphs. Like I need money, and like, oh yes, we'll give you money if you put your morph up as collateral, or you'll and so when they go back, the Lagool people will grab their morph if they don't make loan shark payments. So that's the only contact with a regular success like that.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna.
But there's probably an entirely different criminal scene there that's entirely isolated from the G-Rep because they're on a fucking exoplanet. It's hard to exactly send messages that way. So there probably is a scene over there.
Okay.
But you just have to like make contact there. Like you're not going to be able to like talk to people from here. You're on Mars right now, near the city.
Near Pathfinder City.
Pathfinder City. Yeah.
Does Krypton have tourist brochures?
Yep.
Get some of those. Get all of them. Find out what's going on there.
Sure.
Can we find out if anyone's actually met someone coming back from there?
Yeah, people come back there all the time. Like I said, It's a very popular tourist destination.
It's like, is it a one-way trip? They just claim it's a tourist destination. Yeah.
No, it's like a legit, like it's probably the most visited exoplanet in all of transhumanity, except for maybe some of the maybe the I think there's one autonomous one that's just as busy, but like it's the most visited hypercorp controlled exoplanet.
Okay, and I wish I had the background knowledge to justify asking, is it geologically stable?
Yes. I mean, the tourist brochure, there's a fact. And the tourist there's essentially a little Krypton, the travel buddy. You can ask me any questions you have about Krypton. I'm happy to answer. It's a little AGI that's
it's Crypty.
Yeah, it's
no.
Cool rod.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, don't worry, it's geologically stable. There's volcanoes, but we're far from any tectonic plate activity. We're just under a thermal vent for geothermal power and just making the water just perfect to swim in.
Okay.
Yay. And there's, I assume, nothing alive in the water then, other than whatever we brought with.
There were microscopic organisms millions of years ago, but they've died out long before we got here.
And is there a listing of nightclubs? I also have knowledge skill nightclubs.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, sorry
about that. There's a Xanadu. There's Xanadu 2. There's Neo Xanadu.
So basically, it's a list of chains, mostly of Xanadu.
I mean, there's just those 3. There's like 10 others. Like I said, there's probably several thousand people, tourists at any given time, and apparently like about 10,000 indentures working there.
Jesus Christ!
There you go.
That's the interesting fact.
Actually, you can give me. Let's see. Does anybody have like smuggling or something?
How about black markets?
Yeah, you actually give me. Yeah, I would allow black markets.
Got criminal, scavenging, security ops.
Ops.
That's a big fat no. That's an 89 over 65.
Yeah, I guess it's fucking.
I mean, unless habitat, nanotech, or or scum help, I got nothing.
48 under 70 for security ops.
Yeah, that's way more people than they need to work at a resort like that, especially when you can have automate a lot of that shit. So you realize Krypton being a stable planet like that. Also, as a security thing, Pandora gates are bottlenecks for both good and bad reasons. Bad reasons being you can only send so much shit out of it. You could off-source a lot of your gate crashing to an exoplanet, say one with a lot of infrastructure developed because it's a resort planet. Hey, there's probably a covert gate crashing facility there, and maybe a lot of those resort workers are actually working at the gate crashing facility.
Fascinating.
And where there's gate crashers, there's black market contraband. So yeah,
if you say that to me, I'm just gonna light up like the happiest little octopus in the world.
Oh, I blur.
Of course,
look at
getting it back through the tourist gate would be tourist way would be really hard to do unless you bribe some.
Non-trivial.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Easy.
unless it's in poor Jimmy's wharf.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. So that would certainly be possible. So,
So Jimmy, this isn't going to hurt a bit, but we need to insert these seven 10-centimeter long tubes into your body cavity. Don't worry, you'll be fine. They don't contain drugs.
As we understand them.
So
You will not be bored.
you'll be in too much pain to be bored.
Hey,
Yeah.
he said keep them entertained.
Yep. So
It is an experience you could have nowhere else.
all right. So you need to also figure out something to pitch to James to keep him entertained. Louie mentioned one thing, the wingsuit thing. So if you had for example, I see people as aerospace, so you could make a roll to like come up with a custom wingsuit design that would be totally sweet. Or let's see here. I see Burke has knowledge gambling.
Yeah.
I could do hardware aerospace for the wingsuit.
Yeah, aeros. Yeah,
I do have air piloting,
mhm.
so I can teach him how to pilot.
I've got pilot space, although hopefully that's not necessary.
And I've got
Hardware aerospace. Yeah, that would be a critical fucking success.
Yeah, it would.
Double knots under 65.
Let's see here. I forgot to look at the gravity of Krypton, so let me do that real quick. Krypton is a definitely has gravity. I forgot how much.
Most things do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Don't bring that NASA bullshit in here.
Damn it, where the
Oh, hey, a medium fabber. What's the biggest thing that could? I mean, I assume you can't build gates because no one understands them fully, except for the things that solve. But is there something subversive I could do with that?
There's a shit ton of subversive.
Actually, you realize you're going to have to make some black market or some smuggling kind of checks in order to like fucking bring your gear in, because unrestricted shit like that is not exactly. It's a resort planet.
It's just in the box of tools,
Yeah.
We'll find that you're saying.
Yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, you might want to think about that first.
Obviously, it's only used for clothes. Let me demonstrate.
I can't find the
Medium fabber can fab anything small. Okay.
Yeah, it's done by sizes.
Yeah.
Well, I can't find the gravity, so I'm just going to say it's 0.7. So it's significantly. You can, it with 70% of Earth gravity. So basically, wingsuit is going to be a little different than someone used to. Well, actually, Mars is less than that. So
Mars is 1/3 Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be. For someone used to Martian gravity, it's going to be a lot heavier. Crashing is going to be a lot faster. Not as much margin for error. So that makes it more intense. That would be so you got the wingsuit thing, but you need to come up with something else to impress Jimmy, or that would make the meeting go better. So and this is one of the I kind of left open so you guys can come up with your own ideas. So Now, it's a hypercorp resort facility. You have a large budget. You can hire out indentured servants, essentially, to, if you want to do, hey, let's hunt the deadliest prey, poor people. If you want to be ruthless like that, you could, or have them hunt Jimmy.
There we go. That sounds like fun.
Or some sort of intense death gambling action. For example, play mahjong, but if you lose but you're betting on the blood in your system. There's a lot of things, or you could just pitch them a just standard, drug fueled orgy of decadence.
I
Yeah,
really feel like Ellis is going to pitch the drug fueled orgy.
All
That
right.
seems like Ellis's speed.
But why even leave the planet for that? I don't get it.
Well, I mean, on Mars itself, you actually that's actually well, you want to get away from prying eyes and also, criminals. The resort is supposed to be safer because it's an exoplanet.
But, the prying eyes, every hypercorp that's there is obviously collecting every bit of data they can on everyone.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's a given.
Well, actually, the thing is, if they get caught doing that, that would cause a massive liability. Remember, corporations are
Anyone that finds out doesn't leave.
well,
Before they leave, they just go out a different gate.
Or they leave and there's been some psychosurgery done. It's all fine.
Everything is fine.
Well, this is a corporation. This is a resort run for the corporation's own people. They treat themselves better than they treat other people.
Fair.
So, let's see here. So you can give me a scum roll, Ellis,
Okay.
to come up with some a particular course of let's take this and do X at the mega yacht.
I mean, I like trying to find this. Ooh, nope. Was that scum knowledge or scum rep?
Whatever's higher.
I don't know. Which one is anarchist rep? At rep?
At rep. Always at rep.
And the 71 doesn't meet either. No.
You could spend a point, flex or moxie to flip it.
No moxie.
Okay.
I mean, I could. How much do you guys feel like we need this? I'm not feeling excited about it, but I could be wrong.
Nah, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I like the finding the secret facility there that's also gate crashing to elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, that feels like a generically and genuinely valuable thing to know.
Okay.
And interesting, and hey, it could destroy everyone, so we should probably know about it.
Sure. Give me a knowledge gate crashing check then.
Okay.
Wait, you have that?
Yes. I just can't roll it. This one I might spend something on.
Mm-hmm.
12, I make it.
Okay.
Hey.
Normal success out of 40.
Yep. So you do know that there would only be one Pandora gate on the planet, the one you come out of. So they would have to alternate gate usage between tourists and gate crashers. And so there would probably be basically the gate crashing facility has to be as close to the gate as possible to speed things up. So it's probably literally under the resort. Or it's literally as close to the resort as possible because the Pandora's Gate itself is apparently very close to the resort in order to speed up logistics. So it's under your feet. They just,
How do you feel about mole men?
Yeah. So yeah, you would know some people. Yeah, you can. You got a regular success. So yeah, that's you realize. However, it does occur to you that someplace like this, they probably have an off-site facility for basically like a because there's no reinforcements that can come. You're very far away from everything else, so they probably have an off-site facility for emergencies, full of rescue vehicles and also military grade weapons and vehicles and soldiers.
For when you absolutely positively must fuck something up.
Well, if something bad comes out of the gate, or some other emergency happens, exurgence outbreaks can happen anywhere. So, yeah.
Yay.
Hooray.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything else before your meeting?
Yes. So what did the that supercritical do for me with aerospace?
You built the best wingsuit. Like you've plotted knowing the gravity, and like getting some resort maps of the facility. You realize you can have a schematic of a wingsuit you can fab there because tourist things like you can fab easily. Get permission to fab. And plot a course that is going to be thrilling, yet easy for a novice pilot to do. So basically, he's going to have the time of his life. It's going to be a super intense wingsuit flight through, canyons and ravines of amazing crystal formations. But like, unless he really, really fucks up, he's not going to like slam into a wall at 200 kilometers an hour. So
I
Here's
mean,
hoping.
that would be quick.
yeah, it would be quick.
Well, I mean, we would want to get the recording of that because just having that flying view of the crystal formations might be worth something.
Is
Yeah.
also itself valuable. So what I'm hearing is that we're not super concerned with being paid by the Night Cartel because fuck those guys.
We've diversified our mission.
We're
portfolio.
looking to identify as many shady but not terrible ways of also making money. And if we happen to get paid by the Night Cartel, that's on them.
Absolutely.
Yep. All
But yeah,
right.
we don't want to screw up so badly they want us dead permanently.
I mean, they already want me dead, so what the fuck do I care?
That's your problem. I mean, it's all
It's all of our problems. We're friends.
Yep.
well, there's that. But I mean, temporally speaking, in the moment, it's problem. But
That's gonna go great. Let's meet the Yehu's son and describe what we have in store for. I mean, what we're gonna do with him.
All right. So you actually meet in Meat Space. There is a restaurant that in Pathfinder City that you meet at.
weird.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Jimmy's there. He looks. He's wearing it's a smart clothing suit, essentially. Smart clothing in suit form.
Yep.
He is rather bored, drinking a lot of expensive champagne, and real meat. It is apparently grown on actual cows. So
Weird.
Yeah, it is very weird. Apparently, it tastes better even if you vat grow it. To the point of being, it's a placebo thing, but the hyper swear by it. But James says, "Don't worry, I got your bill, whatever." So yeah, I can't go off world if I don't have some kind of security, but my friends have been fucking razzing me about the goons that follow me around. My bodyguards. He points to the back. There's two very angry looking women in you're guessing fury morphs, sort of watching you. And so
I tip my one of my tentacles at them.
they poker face does not change. Like they are 100% work. So we compromised, and he found you all because you're supposed to be cool, yet can make sure nothing bad happens. I mean, you all been bonded, or whatever. So, yeah. Well, what do you got for me? Like, yeah, surely you got some ideas on how to party. I really want to impress my friends. I really want to we got this. We rented this yacht. We rented a big, like a whole floor of the yacht, the Bacchus, and we got some of the best, escorts. We're gonna have a maker with all the drugs, latest formulas. So that's we're gonna be based on that. But you mentioned that you are all doing experts in extreme sports and shit.
So, Jimmy, can I call you Jimmy?
Yeah, sure.
I put a tentacle around his shoulders. I have this amazing wingsuit idea to get you flying through canyons 200, 250 kilometers an hour. You're going to be fast as shit, and all of your friends are going to want this wingsuit design when you're done with it. But that's the thing. You don't have to give it to them. You can just lord it over them.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. We're good. Yeah, you got any no, I like it. That's a good start. You got anything else? You got something else lined up? Oh, are you keeping it a surprise? You wanna
Oh, we've got surprises for you.
All right. I like that idea. Let's see here. Somebody can give me Pivo, give me, or Ellis, you can give me a persuade check with that.
All right.
I was telling the truth.
I know. I am telling the truth.
Yeah, but you're trying to be persuasive and like trustworthy.
Why? Okay, so my persuade says 45 and then star 55.
Yeah, what is up with that? I noticed that on
Does
my.
that mean in your morph or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, those are morph bonuses. That's fascinating.
Yep. Let's see here. What is your worth?
Yeah, because you
so
see that
if-
for
If it is in fact
Yeah.
55, I've just critically succeeded.
Yes.
Oh,
If it
you
is not 55, I've just critically failed, for I have rolled 55.
Either way, it's hilarious.
That's correct.
Yeah, it is a critical success. Let's see here. Yeah, you can look in their enhanced pheromones under Ellis.
Yep.
So that's one of the that's enhanced.
Oh, that's why. Okay, there we go.
So yeah, it's a little person icon, and like Burke was saying, like if you look at the top in the insight pool, like there's a little person there. That means your morph is giving you 2 insight. So, yeah,
Okay. Yep.
yeah. But like Pivo, for example, has 1 insight, and then his morph is giving him 2 more. So
Oh, that's 2 more.
mhm,
Oh, that's
Yes.
handy.
mhm,
I mean, for like, I have 1 flex, but the morph is going to be 2 more, it looks like.
mhm.
Or at
Nice.
least points.
Yep. So yep, that's how that works. The more you know. All right. So yeah, he's on board. He very much seems to trust you, and is quite eager to have the time of his young life.
Yeah, he is.
So
who is it?
yeah. So the next step is, of course, going through the gate crashing or the gate transit procedure. You have to go to Pathfinder City, and they have a decontamination facility. You have to declare everything you're bringing on. Obviously, guns are not allowed. They have weapons there for target shooting that are strictly programmed for safety protocols. So you can't bring in your own weapons. Armor is okay. Let's see here.
Can I roll hardware industrial to disassemble my pistol in a way that will get through their security,
Yes.
but still like leave it operable for later?
Yep.
Neat.
Mhm.
61 under 80.
Yep. Yeah, it's fine. It will take you like 10 minutes. It will be a task action to reassemble it because you built it into your luggage. Essentially, you fab some luggage and built it in there, and you just like will have to disassemble your metal suitcase.
So with
It
hardware
goes on the Robo Mule. The Robo Mule
robotics
comes
or-
with us. It's easy.
Yep.
or
So-
hardware electronics be enough to disassemble a medium faber and reassemble it?
Yep.
All right. If it's hardware electronics, let's give this a roll. What could go wrong? I have a list, but you know.
Same thing with Burke Shredder because yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. It does
Ooh.
have like claws and stuff.
You know, this is, I think, a good place to spend an insight to flip
Mhm.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't
I will
don't
spend
fuck that up.
insight to flip that.
Okay. There you go.
So 68 under 70.
All right, so you get your Faber, and so yeah, then the Shredder. Claws are fine
Yeah,
because
they are.
they're melee weapons are all your melee weapons are basically fine, even the diamond axe. It's viewed a little eccentric, but you know they have people with full auto machine guns on standby if you get out of hand, or like trank rifles. They like melee weapons are not considered like an actual threat.
Oh,
I dare
yeah.
them to try to trank me. I dare them.
But yeah, your Shredder is definitely no go, and so is
Fucking
your-
double dog dare you.
you can actually repeat since you also have a medium pistol. You can
Mhm.
also, in fact, all of you can bring your medium pistols in because you can all use the same suitcases essentially.
Yep.
Have 3 of them. It will take 10 minutes to assemble, and once it's assembled, it's going to be like you don't know how good the passive security is there, but obviously it's going to be a little. It's not a military facility. You can probably sneak it around, but if somebody sees it or detects it, it's going to be real bad. But yeah, the shredder will require someone like that.
He's in the kitchen there for tenderizing meat.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I don't have deceived though, so you guys.
Well, you can give me another industrial check.
I should do that.
Faber actually
don't have
pick
that.
out guns.
Do we care if I fail this?
What's the roll for?
It's an 84, so
For
I have
the
80. So
you
I
can short rest, remember, so you can get your pool back. Don't worry about too much about losing it, because you will be able to rest.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend an insight.
Okay.
So I'll flip that. Call that a 48.
All right. So yeah, you can bring the shredder in again. It's more complex. It'll take 30 minutes to assemble. More moving parts, and
little tiny darts.
Little tiny darts. Yeah, you have to essentially think about like stuff that's like die cut or put into like like almost like pushing out an origami thing, but out of metal, and like disassembling it and reassembling. Yeah, it's only good once. You'll have to get rid of your suitcases entirely if you take your guns out of them,
or fab new ones.
Yeah, or fab new ones. Yeah, which you'll have to hack those fabbers to not leave records like, why'd you print a second suitcase? But that's a future you problem.
Well, I'm going to bring you with the fabber.
Yeah,
automech, is that going to be a problem?
How about my Robomule?
It's a robobot.
Yeah, they're just bots. Like you can use them to carry your luggage and shit around. Like,
yep.
Does the automech have any ranged weapons on it? I don't think it
Not
does.
that I know of.
Yeah, it's fine.
All I know is what's on the gear sheet, which is automech, page 349.
349. I'm looking that up as well. I have it as well. Yeah, they're general purpose repair drones.
Yep.
So it's considered a little. Well, I mean, people can bring in personal bots. That's fine as long as they don't have weapon. Like it's really ranged weapons, explosives, poisons,
or things that can make them.
Yeah, or things that can make them that they're really concerned about. So having tools, when you also explain you can easily explain your industrial tools, because you're like, hey, we're gonna go wingsuit and we're building a custom wingsuit and we need to like be able to mod it and shit.
Well, I mean, you've of course seen my my exhibit that's up on. I mentioned some scum swarm somewhere. To do with tool use in the transhuman era. Yeah.
So exactly. So you get in pretty easily, or your luggage gets through. However, you have to all be decontaminated, and then you're sat in a just a featureless room, and a hologram plays a safety protocol that is mandatory.
Okay.
And it explains gate crashing principles. There's a lot of warnings about nausea, sickness, liability waivers. Are any of you actually paying attention to this stuff, or it's still in a very boring format?
I've seen this particular video before, right? Because I've gate crashed.
No, you've never gate crashed here. You've probably done it
here, but
you've probably.
So they're all different. Yeah, I'm actually watching it because engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And hardware industrial, I'll watch it. It's generically interesting, and it might tell me something about like how their shit works.
It's buried in some of those wordings.
It's you will get sick. You will not feel good going through it. We are not liable if you do not come out the other side. If you
so normal stuff.
Yeah. If you develop, if you gain an insurgent infection by going through the gate, we are not liable. You will be scanned for anomalies when you come through the other side. If we do not like how you are reacting when you come out the other side, we may detain you. We may, we reserve the right to do this. Let's see here. Yeah, they are. The gates are only visible. Let's see here. Gates are invisible to most electromagnetic frequencies: radar, microwave, terahertz, X-ray, and gamma ray. They can be seen in the visual spectrum and are always cool. They also are visible in ultraviolet. They also hum in an infra and ultrasonic frequencies. That can be detected with enhanced hearings up to 1 kilometer away. Here are the frequencies, so you can filter them out if you find that sound disconcerting.
Yeah.
So
electrical sense. Do I sense anything with the gate?
Well, you haven't gotten to the gate yet. This is just the safety briefing, which is mandatory, and there is definitely a no fun allowed kind of vibe in it. They take this shit very seriously, and the gate will move. It will change shape. This will not be. This may cause nausea. This may cause pain. This may cause migraine headaches in biomorphs. It can cause visual distortions and artifacts in synthmorphs. Do not be alarmed. This is common.
All these terrible things are normal. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Do we go through in vac suits just in case?
You don't have to. This is a resort world. There will be atmosphere on the other side.
Everything's normal there still. Sure.
Yeah. So it's basically it opens up. It's an irregular. So you get to the gate itself. It's an irregular half sphere of interlocking angled metallic black arms. It's no one knows what they're made out of. It appears ageless and polished, but appears fuzzy, and are when you look on it, your eyes cannot focus on it. It seems to be almost if it's vibrating at a high frequency on the edge of your vision. So and then it opens up, revealing a black sphere of utter nothingness. And they just have all the tourists lined up to go through. There is actually a very fast luggage cargo system that just shoots all the luggage in like a cargo container through there because gate time is expensive, so you have to go very fast. So you're actually all in kind of like a roller coaster-esque little cart that's just being shot through it very quickly.
So like Disney without the fun.
Yeah. Fun is everyone
relative.
Give me a stress test.
Yeah, that's legit.
Will times 3. All right.
At least I have a lot of will.
Yes. 830 motherfuckers.
Let's see. You say will times 3, do you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost certain that a 83 is way above 40.
Yep. All right.
This is not great.
So just a notation question. So for like my will, I have 10 and then 30 and like superscript.
Oh, then I guess they solved that for you. So yeah.
Okay.
That's a 3 times.
Yeah,
that's why 3 times. Okay, just checking.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Right. First, okay, I got
you. So anyone who fails loses takes 3 stress.
Owie.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And where? There it is.
That is
wounds.
It is a derived stat.
I know I've seen it. Oh, it's like in small
lucidity. Yeah.
So 3 off. I'm sorry. How much did you say? 3 off the lucidity?
Yep, 3 off lucidity.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yep. That's normal.
It's fine.
Everything is fine.
I decided not to keep gate crashing.
Yeah. Yep. You just pass through it, and now you're on the other side. Well, you're still in the Milky Way galaxy, somewhere in the Orion arm. So relatively close, galactically speaking. They've kind of figured out where you're kind of they have a sense of where you are. There's a general like it's over here
somewhere.
Many light years away. You're on Krypton. They have essentially the cargo system. It's a very large chamber. As like more and more of these carts are just being shot through very quickly and just lining up, and there is kind of a cattle like sort of you're being pushed through with the efficiency of cattle to the slaughterhouse, to your destination. He says, move, get over here. You will come here. You will do this. It is very, as everyone is a little disoriented, but gate time is expensive. And you're not the super rich. You're not so rich that they can afford to make it nice and easy for you.
So the gate goes to more than one location, or is this the only place this gate goes?
You don't know. You do know in general, Pandora gates can go to multiple locations.
So I would think that they only devote so much to the resort. Then got it.
Yeah, but publicly they say this only goes back and forth to the resort. Like publicly, there's no gate crashing done on this. So if they're doing gate crashing, they're keeping it secret.
Yep.
You do know Pandora gates can be programmed by a thing called the blue box, which is what you use to interface with it. And that it's an esoteric art. That is, you can't just use knowledge gate crashing for it. You kind of have to have knowledge blue box operation to be really good at it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah. But you get through. Yay! And James is with you, and he looks, holy shit, dude. Fuck. That was fucking intense. Yeah.
That intense for you. Interesting.
Dude, I was kept staring at it. I was just looking at the gate as hard as I could because it wasn't there, but it was so weird. Fucking awesome. And then so after you get your luggage, there is a indentured valet in a podmorph, a robot with meat over it, kind of like, hello, welcome to Krypton. I am your concierge. You can call me Stacy. I'm here to help make sure to help you find your room, and help you with if you have any problems or any questions. I'm here to help you. The Bacchus is currently will be back in dock tomorrow, in approximately 20 hours, and then you can board it for our cruise. But until then, you have access to the beach, our restaurants, our nightclubs. Xanadu 3 is having a celebration for its 3rd anniversary. And we are all just so grateful that you're here. As 30, there are several case morph janitors around, and they all simultaneously, hello, welcome, just in an eerily synchronized way. We're so happy to see you.
Almost assume control of them.
Possibly. You're not sure if this is something they've rehearsed and they have to do because they're indentured, or they're doing because they've been remote controlled, puppeted.
Why not all three?
So at this point, James tells you, look, my bros are already here. They're getting their drink on at what, Hemingway's? I don't know what the fuck is that. Anyways, some restaurant. They got a lot of booze though. Apparently they've sent up some new cyber sex on the beach. Okay. It's their new drink special. Let's go check it out. Well, I'm gonna go check it out. Y'all need to make sure my shit gets in my room first. And then I'll see you there. He starts heading that out.
All right, which one is following him? Burke?
I'll follow him.
Definitely Burke.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We'll go, get our luggage unpacked.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, I mean, at this point, we're sort of breaking up. You guys have free action, freewheeling as James is, going around doing his thing. His bros. Let's see here. Spider, Badger, and the Chonk. Those are his bros.
Oh, good.
So they immediately just need to get there. They're all in Exalt type morphs.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Can we get them too?
And it's like it is Eclipse phase bro. It's just a bro off. They're just
So what you're telling me is that they're cyber chads.
yeah, they're very cyber chads.
And they're just hanging.
Yep, just hanging with the bros, just pounding some brewskis. And yeah.
So let's find out what we can about these guys. Which corporations are they associated with? It is it the one that's running this place, or are there other ones?
All kinds of hypercorps.
Yes, no. I mean those three guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
just research their background.
Sure. What skill do you want to use for that?
No idea.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for this my networking, my C-Rep.
Oh, there we go. Rep would be that would make sense.
Come on, C-Rep. 89. I don't know who the fuck these kids are.
Yep.
They're just kids. Who gives a shit?
All right.
Or yahoos.
Yep. So yeah, Burke, you can see that there is some live entertainment. They have some indentures in essentially there is it's crab fight night. They have people, they have a bunch of Nova crabs set up, and it's basically, if you're tough enough, jack into a Nova crab and beat the shit out of someone else in a Nova crab. So now Nova
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, Nova crabs are cyber brain, so Burke, you can instantly sleeve into one or an action turn. Yeah, you could have a fist fight in as a crab. If you want
Not
to.
saying no.
Okay.
But also,
I mean, how could you?
Yeah.
I mean, how could I say no to that? But also, I'm working. I'm on the job.
All right.
No Nova crabs on duty.
All right. No. Okay. So yeah, you what do you guys want to do? Like, you can make contact with the local criminal scene. You could figure out where. Yeah, I don't know. What do you want to do?
So I want to go ahead and roll no. Don't want to do no now. No, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my G-Rep on. Well, how about we do this? How about I do no cartels first to identify who's in the local G-Rep, and then I'll roll G-Rep.
Sure.
Don't fail me now, dice.
Actually, your black market would work better for that. So.
Oh, you want to do black market instead?
Yeah.
That's better because that's a 56 under 65.
So
yeah, we'll do that. So that's the black markets. So what do I know about our local not yahoos, our operators?
Well, go ahead and give me that roll. Or did you succeed? Okay, yeah.
So I succeeded the black markets.
Okay. So you basically load up, Silk Road dot, not a virus dot, not crimeware, to go onto the local mesh network. There is a dark net. There is an active dark net.
So I turn on my VPN.
Yep.
I log into our standard dark net.
Two-factor.
Yeah, and you can see it's actually quite active. Apparently, this is supposed to be like a family-friendly hypercorp resort, but they have basically there are some people renting out indentures for whatever you want or whatever you want to do to them. So your inner Patrick Bateman or whatever. So yeah, there is also a lot of drugs, nothing cutting edge because it takes some time for the formulas to make it from the scum swarms to here. But a lot of stuff that's the hypercorps do have anti-drug laws because they don't want their workers to get too fucked up that they can't work. But these are the things, there's narco algorithms, there's pedals, and there's all kinds of good old fashioned organic, or drugs for biomorphs. So there is literally there's a Fortnite going on, and Fortnite in Eclipse phase means, humans, the deadliest prey, get a bunch of people out in a field and have them all fight to the death. Last one standing wins. There's also a lot of gambling going on with that, for these murder fights. Apparently most of this is done in case morphs though, because organic bodies are super expensive here because it takes time to grow one. And this is, a resort, They have a lot of infrastructure for an exoplanet, but that's
That would be a lot of infrastructure.
yeah. Well, it's an exoplanet, not Mars city. So this is about 20,000 people maybe versus Martian cities with millions of people.
Yep.
So they just don't have that scale. So yeah, there's an active black market going on. You do detect that there is some interesting undercurrents going on. There's a lot of activity in buying and selling unlicensed fabbers and materials.
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Like just generic off the grid fabbers and data packages, which are all labeled with vague names. You do see one reference, which is Diamond Heart 84, Diamond Heart 83, Diamond Heart 80. There's a lot of Diamond Hearts. You're recognizing they're different accounts, but they're all using Diamond Heart as a name. So to you, that speaks of some sort of organization. You're not sure what it is.
So can I throw G-Rep at that?
Let's see here. You could call that would be a moderate favor. You would have to talk. The only person you would have to do it would be a moderate favor from the Lagules. We'll say Miriam is the local body broker, or Lagules loan shark. So you could get a moderate favor from her to find out who, or you could try and contact one of the Diamond Hearts directly. But yeah, that would be give me another G-Rep roll.
Okay.
But this would be a favor. So
it's the moderate favor for the G-Rep roll?
Yeah. So yeah. Next there was another thing I forgot to look up, but I'm just gonna say for the sake of expediency that it will take a favor to find out what that is.
Favors. Where's my favors?
I mean, there's the reputation has got little boxes. They may mean something.
Yeah, it is. I looked this up months ago, but then I forgot.
Weird.
Yep.
Okay, so it's moderate as
here it
once
is.
per
Using
week.
rep. Make a rep test. The type of favor you're asking. Let's see here. So you can. Yeah, this will be your one moderate favor.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So, yeah, odd 7 under 50.
Okay. Miriam tells you, so you're here. I've heard of you. There's actually a lot of action going on. Diamond Heart is the local union, quote unquote, of the indentures. So they have, and they're looking for people for work. People like us. I can see you're here as a facilitator. There's actually a good number of facilitators who come through here to arrange fun and games for their rich clients. It's kind of a side gig. And I know the local Diamond Heart boss has been looking for some facilitators for work. So if you want to talk to Diamond Heart 2 on the darknet, but if you sell them out, they have the local Diamond Heart people. If you try and snitch on them, the local Diamond Heart people do have some people. They're embedded here in the resort. You never know who's working for them and who isn't. And if you snitch to the wrong person, obviously they're very illegal. The Hypercorp doesn't like the idea of the indentures organizing. But if you sell them out, you never know who's on their side and who's going to make sure you never get back through that gate. So
that seems fair.
Yep.
Anyway. Rules.
Anyway, so that takes you some time to do. Meanwhile, Ellis, are you doing anything?
Go to the room. We all have one room with our.
Yeah, everyone has their own room.
No. I meant, do we? Okay, so as Jimmy has his own room.
Yep.
I'm gonna put our stuff down on I'll put our stuff into our rooms, and then I'm gonna go check Jimmy's room first for bugs and whatnot.
No, I mean, I'm coming with you. I'm just kind of spaced out.
Yeah. Sure. Give me a perceive check.
Okay. I guess electrical sense would help here.
Yep.
Oops. Wrong thing. There we go. Click. Yes, 17 under a bunch. 50. So,
his room is clear.
okay. What about ours?
Yeah, your rooms are clear as well. I'll give you that for one roll.
Now, what kind of bugs do we want to put in Jimmy's room?
Do you have any bugs?
No, but we have a Faber.
You do have a Faber. Technically, you need schematics to just make one quick. So you'd have to go on the dark net and get one as a favor.
Not that important.
All right.
What I will do is try and use XREP to find out if there are any gate crashers here that I recognize or that might know me.
All right, that would definitely be a moderate favor.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not asking him for anything. I'm just looking to see who's here.
Actually, no, I'd say it's a minor favor. So yeah, you get a +10 to this roll.
Okay, could work. I rolled a 3. That is fantastic. That is less than 20.
Yeah, you there are a couple gate crashers who are here. They're on vacation. You don't know if they actually are on vacation or if they're on quote unquote vacation. But there's a couple there. If you want to get more information from them or see if they're here, resting between their own ops or something, you'd have to talk to them. But there are a couple. I'll say, well, let's just use the pre-gen gate crashers.
Weird.
Yeah.
Easy.
So we'll say let's see here. Where is the gate crasher? Where is? There we go. We'll say oh, it's literally the next one. We'll say Whisper is there. You see him show up on the network. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just note that for future use. I guess. Do you want me to go ahead and put together everyone's? Do we want to go ahead and put together everyone's guns and Fabers and things?
Might as well just stash them somewhere in the room.
Yeah,
Or-
not yet. Let's keep those as a whole card.
Okay. Oh, right. We've got to get on the boat.
Yeah, like we need to make sure that we actually can get on the boat, knowing what we have.
Excellent.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bert, give me a perception check.
Short. What is my perception? 50. No.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm too bored to pay attention.
Basically,
Following this kid around.
or you're distracted by the Nova Crab fights.
I don't want to admit it, but I probably am.
Yeah. People are jacking in and giving the Nova Crabs a whirl.
The people betting on Nova Crab fights.
Oh, there are people betting on it. James, the Chonk is betting heavily on Blue Crab.
So, do they? Just to be clear, they don't want me to obviously be their bodyguard, right? I could give them gambling advice if they wanted to interact with me.
Yeah, you can do that. They James, it kind of introduced you, but they were the Badger, Spider, and the Chonk were already pretty drunk by the time you got there, and James is doing his best to catch up.
Sure. So I got a 28 out of 40 on gambling.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna try to help them.
All right. Yeah. You point out. Are you genuinely trying to help them?
Yeah, I'm generally trying to help them because certain people are clearly better at jacking into the Nova Crab than others, and I can spot them. Tell them who to run. Yeah.
They've basically organized kind of it's kind of like trivia night, only it's fight crab night. And so they're doing this kind of a
fight every Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. And basically it's multiple fights. It's a tournament essentially. As they're doing it rounds. And only people with cyber brains are allowed because it takes an hour for a biomorph to sleeve into. But people with cyber brains can do it in one action turn. So, and they've basically your Nova crabs are actually still hardling to your own body, so that while you're sleeved into it, not just remote piloting it, you're still like, if something happens to the crab, you'll instantly snap back to your own body. So like you haven't like given up the ghost in your own body. So because people are like don't want people to walk away with their actual morphs.
Weird. It's almost like those are expensive.
Yeah. Plus most of the people who are doing it, most of the people here are in biomorphs or podmorphs, but there are a number of rich people who do prefer synthmorphs, and they're most likely the ones. You realize the Nova crab fights or things, they have to cater to synthmorph tourists, and since synthmorph tourists don't have things like nerves and senses like they understand, you have to do things to appeal to them, like, hey, sleeve into an exotic podmorph you normally can't, and like fucking trash the shit out of it. There are a couple of indentured medics on either side to patch the morphs up as the night progresses, and keep injecting them with drugs. It's
fine.
Yeah, so you're putting betting strategy because like it's a long-term thing. Like how is the morph going to be at the end of the night?
Sure.
And that kind of thing. So because also there's a lot of different rules about who gets to choose which morph. It's actually you realize it's a fairly complex game, but it's clearly entertaining the shit out of everyone here.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, because everyone's just waiting for blowtorch round, where they get to use blowtorches.
Blowtorch round is clearly the best round.
Yeah, who wants some cooked crab meat? Yeah. So they're quite fine. So everyone's caught up at this point. The other two of you can show up at the bar if you want to, and if you want to give Burke a break so he can do a round, or we can just move on. If you don't want to do anything else, the night progresses nicely as they get fucking trashed and watch Nova crabs fight each other
on the darknet. Well, once we get to the bar and I can just take up position and just kind of hang out as my whoop, 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 whoop self. Can I just kind of browse the darknet and use uplift culture to see if any of these indentures are my buddies?
I mean, there are uplifts. You definitely know that. You don't have to make a roll to see that there are uplifts. There's no, as far as you can tell, there's no like specific uplift faction of indentures here. But
just a couple.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've only seen a few people here. I mean, basically the people in the hotel, part of the hotel you were in, and then this bar. Like you haven't done a survey or anything yet of like everybody here. Like it's a big resort, and there are, like I said, tens of thousands of people here.
Sure. Okay.
Oh yeah, we can just move on to the yacht.
Yeah, we don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Right. I don't have anything else I want to do.
Okay.
I expect Ellis messes with Jimmy to see how interested he is in, whether his friends are having too good a time over him.
Yeah.
I don't think he can do that on camera, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah. So the night progresses fine. Everyone, you all can drink as much as you want or don't want to. It's an open bar for you. It's Jimmy's got plenty of creds to spare.
Is there anything we can pick up about the ship we're about to get onto?
Yes.
Sure.
I definitely want to roll some hardware industrial with that shit.
Sure. Give me a roll.
Tell me everything about that ship. 5.
Okay. You pull up the turret like Crippy is there. Hey there, Ellis. How are you? I remember you. We talked earlier. they synchronize me with my counterpart in Pathfinder City, so I can just continue the conversation where we left off. You want to hear about Bacchus? That's great. Bacchus is a mega yacht. It's both extremely safe but also extremely fun. We have specialized makers.
Can I roll infosec to get around the asshole?
Sure.
I'd like to bypass the cool ratness for a little while.
Or-
It's awesome.
Drug
Wow.
that makes you enjoy it.
No. No, and it's not worth. I just deal with the cool ratness.
Okay.
It's unavoidable.
Sorry, that you can't access the admin menu, silly goose.
Oh, it gets worse.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, at
So,
least David sparkles.
so basically, you find out that it is actually cruise ship sized.
Mhm.
It is not like mega cruise ship, but like 1980s cruise ship size. So like it is extremely spacious. There's only going to be a couple hundred people on it though, because they have large spaces set aside for a body bank, in case you want to experiment, with different bodies. They have a large fabricator to fabricate all kinds of things, like that's where you'll make your wingsuit. And they also have, basically their own nightclub. They have submarines. If you want to, dive under the water, have underwater adventures. They have a fleet of drones to set up for everything from wholesome things like setting up like buoys for submarine racing. They basically have a vehicle bay, so they can put out speedboats and submarines as well, or jet skis for wholesome things like water sports, or let's see here. But they also have a pleasure palace kind of thing going on. There is a brothel there with all the latest models, with all the latest software, and all
And
the
also
latest
water sports.
yeah. Heyo. So it is extremely large, but extremely expensive. But it is booked well in advance because it is extremely popular. And they say we have minimal. We only have the app. It is heavily crewed by automated limited AIs, which have their memories wiped between voyages. So what happens on the Bacchus stays on the Bacchus, except for your own memories.
Yep. Well, we're gonna have to subvert that.
So yeah, that's it's actually going to be pretty large because it's spring break and a lot of college students are going to be there. So there'll probably be about 1,000 people on the ship. But it doesn't really mention anything too much about safety or security features, because why would you need to know that? If something happens, and it almost certainly won't happen, someone will tell you what to do and where to go.
Of course
So,
they will.
Yep.
So would it be like a minor favor to get some little bug bots?
Oh, like it would be minor favor to get schematics, and then you can make them with your own fabber.
Yeah, we have our own fabber. That's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will spend that favor and roll me some Guangxi. Whoop. We'll flip that.
So
What is it? Is that just a straight flex?
You could use flex, or you could use moxie, I believe.
Wait, this is for favor? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll just use flex. I've got more of that.
Okay.
All right, so I toss the schematic over to my buddy Burke. So we should just record the shit out of everything that happens here.
Agreed.
I mean, obviously, we're going to give our loyal and perfect employer all of our data, but also,
Are we?
shut up.
All right.
None of us have psychosurgery, correct?
Nope.
So whatever we're recording, we're giving to him, I guess, if we give him anything.
Remember, good messaging starts at home.
Yep.
No idea. I'm
All
sure
right.
that means words, but I don't get it. Anyway,
All right. So
The octopus winks at you.
like he does.
Never get used to that.
so you all spend the night watching over James, drinking, watching Nova Crabs tear each other apart. And then it's morning, and it's time to board the Bacchus. James is having his hangover mimosas,
That actually
English
cure the
muffins.
hangover.
yeah.
Yeah, fuckers.
Yeah, well, his medicines are also working. He had to drink a lot. I mean, he has to drink basically several bottles of Everclear to really get drunk because he has such good implants. But he's yeah.
Hey, did it glom on to him or any of his buddies?
Yeah, they're all pretty friendly to you.
No. Did any other people kind of beeline it towards him in a weirdly suspicious way?
No one beeline towards him, though. You can give me a
So
perception.
somebody has good
I can
trade
do bodyguard.
Do that.
Like, keep an eye out.
Well, that would be perception. Knowledge bodyguard would be like, what would be a good plan to keep
Like
him
where
safe?
would people come from or something?
Yeah. It would be
Yeah.
more generalized.
I'll roll
Perception.
initiative on that too.
Perceive is 50. I rolled 54. This is fine.
Yeah, see, everything's fine.
I did it.
For what?
Perception.
Let's see here. There was a person who seemed to be watching James at the bar last night, in the distance, but they left as soon as you noticed them. So it was sort of a middle-aged man, in sort of smart clothes, set up as tourist, cargo shorts and Hawaiian shirt.
Can someone background check them?
They were on their mesh. It was they were set to a non.
Sure. Okay.
Which is pretty common. So you'd have to do an infosec thing to hack them and shit like that, and that would escalate quickly if you failed skill checks, because the resort respects guest privacies, especially guests trying to invade the privacy of other guests. That shit ain't cool. That's a good way to get in lockdown. In lockdown, you just sit in a box until it's time to go, and then they shove you through the gate, and they give you a huge fine, and then they sue you if you can't pay the fine, and then you become an indentured. So that's how they roll here. Yeah. Why? Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we're on this boat.
Oh, hey. Overnight, did that count as a rest of some sort?
Yeah, everyone gets all their pools back.
Okay.
So
Hooray!
Yeah, it was your start of a new day. You'll be another day before you can rest again. But yeah, you're fully rested and you have all your pools back. So and your short rest, obviously. So you get on the Bacchus. The box, the people are just being hauled in there. With there's a massive people are being flown in there with jetpacks or hover vehicles. People are being shot in with carts. It's a zoo, but everything's still rather orderly because everyone's using augmented reality to be like, go this way, go here, go this. It's very fast and well organized, but you can see that there is for example, container of pleasure pod morphs being loaded in. They're all, none of them apparently have egos in. They're just blanks of all sizes and genders. It is. And they're loading up huge tanks of chemicals to use for the makers to just synthesize whatever kind of legal drugs that they are available to the guests.
Gallons of LSD.
Gallons of the components to make LSD, or a weaker version of it. Actually, hallucinogens are kind of frowned upon. Depressants are fine. Stimulants are great. and yeah, but hallucinogens, no, that's not the hypercorp way. So yeah,
We only do Neo Coke here, kids.
exactly. Yeah, there's a palette of cyber coke. So there are also there's plenty of indentures working on there, but you are all loaded in within an hour, and the ship is surprisingly fast. It's on hydrofoils. It is quite zoomy, and they kick it off with a deck party where a DJ is blasting the latest in let's see here, classic house wave vapors. With vapors, you're being sprayed with a low level grade of basically orbital hash vapes. Essentially, is just being pumped through the through things through air circulators on the deck, so you can get a low level contact high just being out there. There are several pools on the top deck. There are jetpacks for people who are wanting to fly around, and they're playing sort of a laser tag kind of thing. I mean, it looks like it's just like, again, a college party but with future technology, and these are rich kids, so they have all the fun toys. A few of the guys are like trashing an indentured case morph, more or less for the hell of it. And some of them are just like grinding the heads off case morphs, indentures, and things of that nature. But case morphs, it's fine. They're open game because they're so cheap to make. Other morphs, you'd be fine if you trashed. But
that's
fine.
not fantastic.
No, it's not. These are super decadent, rich assholes. All young or pretending to be young, essentially. So,
creepiness check. Are there any of the child morphs?
Nope. Hypercorp mentality. Again, like the stronger drugs are disallowed, and most things of that nature are also disallowed. They want a certain sort of. Again, this is basically run by Neo Disney to a degree. So you can get drunk or you can get high on cyber coke, but oh no, we're pretty conservative when it comes to other things. So yeah.
Hooray.
Yep. But as you're all watching this unfold, are you doing anything in the first hour of this?
Well, yes, I am. What with no engineering? What are the vulnerabilities of this ship? Are we, what would someone do to sabotage us most efficiently, or and obviously?
Without knowledge of engineering?
No, with no engineer. It's knowledge engineering 80.
Okay, well, give me a roll.
I thought I did, but it didn't do anything. Hang on.
Okay. Yep.
There we go. 13. Yep.
Okay. What is your goal? Like, how much do you want to sabotage this ship? Like,
no, I don't want to sabotage.
okay.
I want to know where I would look to see the obvious places for someone to sabotage the ship. What would I do?
Okay.
And has anyone done it?
Actually, as you look there, you can see that the engine rooms and control rooms and other facilities are actually locked down. They just have they have
autonomous.
Yeah, they have sentry turrets essentially set up, lock bots, which are sentry turrets with that have mechanisms to lock down doors. And basically, anytime anyone goes near, it says "fuck off," and the drunk people stumble away. So basically, it's a playpen, but with very hard edges. And they are you are sort of nudged away if you get too close to one of these actual important parts of the ship.
That's good.
So they harden this ship against, hordes of idiots. Yeah, basically.
Remember, if you make something foolproof, they'll just build a better fool.
Yeah. So the thing is, of course, it's not military grade because that would be a little elaborate. There are, you can get right up to the door. There's no armed guards in front of it. They just have You do notice that they have eel weir set up on panels around it, so if you get too close, you get shocked. They can shock you if you want to. You imagine there's AGIs monitoring everything at all time to make sure nobody does anything stupid or intentionally bad. So there were a couple of fights that break out, and you notice a couple of drones fly in with foam guns and just foam them, which it's a foam that like seals them up in this goo that prevents them from moving around, and they are just pulled apart and then foamed and then dragged away.
Perception, is there anybody trying to case our boy Jimmy or Spider, Badger, or the Chunk?
Perception -30. It's a huge party. There's all kinds of chaos going on.
94.
Yep.
Rip.
Basically.
All right. They'll be fine.
So
some bodyguards we are.
So basically what happens as you're all watching this go down, there is an absolutely massive explosion in the distance. There is a just on the distance of the horizon, you see a mushroom cloud rise up. There is a shockwave that rocks the boat and knocks probably a dozen people off. There is an absolutely incredibly loud crack, and the boat itself takes several minutes to stabilize. So as that happens, the mesh shuts down or goes into lockdown mode. Then a panic happens as everyone is like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" As the drones are all like, "Everyone stay calm. Everyone stay calm. This is you are all fine. This ship has many safety features. Please hold on as we try to reestablish contact with the resort." Now, the explosion did not come in the direction of the resort. It came, just as far as you know, out just in the middle of nowhere, far off basically the resort is. Here are the lines around here. It's like a couple of kilometers. Well, basically there's this massive bay in front of the resort. There's the beach, there's the resort, the beach, and then the bay, and you're sort of at the outer part of the bay. And then there's a little bit of allowable terrain you can sort of explore around that. And then they have certain like other places you can go, but everywhere else is like, don't go here. It's just, a rocky crystal planet. So it was somewhere in that rocky crystal planet part that like, don't pay attention to this part at all. People with knowledge engineering, we see that's looked like a reactor meltdown. Like a very large reactor meltdown. Somebody, or
hardware industrial.
Yeah, like a nuclear explosion of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
More of an improvised nuclear device because fusion reactors don't melt down.
Or somebody intentionally sabotaging one.
No,
okay,
physically not possible.
Well, they said that
All
about
right.
Chernobyl too.
No. Chernobyl, obviously, how it went down, everyone knows that now. But yeah, that no.
So yeah, there's a massive explosion. It looks nuclear. You're not sure what happened. If you hardware military or demolitions, hardware demolitions, Pivo.
Okay, hardware demolitions.
Yep.
28.
It was actually it does look actually like a tactical nuclear weapon.
That makes a lot more sense than a power plant going up. Yep. Thank you.
So
that's fantastic.
Everyone also give me a will save too, or a stress test, because like that's disconcerting.
Oh, come on, we were all expecting this.
Nope.
Were you?
No, not really.
It's just a good way to show off.
That's gonna be a fail.
All right.
Oh my goodness, I made a roll.
Hey.
Is that allowed?
All right. That'll be 3 for everyone.
I
That's
made
not
the roll.
fantastic.
If you make the roll, you don't take any.
Okay.
If you
thank
fail the roll, you take 3. Sorry.
Hey, you guys caught up. Good.
Suck.
And that comes out of your lucidity pool.
Yep.
Okay.
And if it gets over your TT, your trauma threshold, you've taken a trauma.
Not quite.
Okay.
Yep.
So I send a will you join my TACnet message
Yeah.
Yes.
to
I figured we already had Tac Deck on, but
Yeah.
No, I honestly thought that we were just using kind of basic encryption protocols, not like full TACnet,
Mm-hmm.
since people can tell if you're using TACnet if they're paying enough attention.
can they?
So a drone flies out and just starts blasting a message on a PA speakers. This is a drone that came from the direction of the resort. And it says, people everyone on board the Bacchus. This is Diamond Heart 2. We are an organization. We are the indentures. We are rising up. We have seized control of the gate room. We have seized control of the resort. We are beginning our evacuation. We are rescuing everyone we can, and then we are leaving. However, this will take time. If you stay on board this ship, nothing will happen to you. If you attack or attempt to hack into the mesh network, we will destroy your ship and destroy all of you. We do not believe you are innocent, and we have no problems killing you all, but our priority is to rescue ourselves and to get the fuck out of this corporate hellhole. If leaving you alone accomplishes that, we will do that. If you get in our way, we will destroy you all, and no one will ever recover your stacks. If this message will repeat, at that it flies around, makes them about another half point, and then one of the drone just shoots another drone from the Bacchus, shoots it down with a railgun.
I'm sure that's fine.
Everyone is freaking out. You're on board this party boat, and there's been an indentured uprising. So what do you want to do? Jimmy, of course, is like messaging you. I was like, what the fuck do we do? You got to protect me.
This is
I mean, obviously we help them.
I know. I invite Jimmy to a separate TACnet because that's cool.
Oh yeah. You got to have multiple group chats going.
Clearly.
One to talk shit about the person who's not in the other group chat.
Right.
Again,
Hey,
obviously.
Yeah.
And so once Jimmy's established in the super cool TACnet, now Jimmy, I want you to be calm. These kind of things can happen. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Either way. Now, the real thing you got to decide is, do you want to help them? Because that could be fucking cool.
What the fuck? I'm going to help a bunch of fucking indentures. Fuck them.
Because if you help them, maybe they can get your ass out onto a scum swarm sometime and show you a really good time.
Oh, hell, I could do that.
Alice, I'll just say with your knowledge of gate crashing, I'll give you this information for free. If you go with the autonomous, you're probably never going to find your way back to the solar system. Like,
what's this?
The way gates all are unique in terms of where they go. So like, so like if you leave with the autonomous, you have no idea where they're going or how they would even know somewhere to go. There's a good point. There's a good chance there would be no way to ever come back to the solar system unless they knew a secret route. Like
by autonomous, you mean the rebelling workers?
Yeah, the indentures. Okay. So
because I was thinking scum swarm, I know about that.
But yeah, you know about scum swarms, but like Pivo is clearly lying, or it has no idea how gate crashing works. If you go with the Diamond Heart people, you'll never go back to the solar system.
So we could assume that they're not going back to Mars.
Mars would be a death trap for them because like Pathfinder City has built a massive security, like Stargate and how they have all that shit in the gate room. It's like that times a million. Like
you come out and you go squish.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, you cannot, and there's no way you could fight your way out of Pathfinder City. And like even if you did that, you have all of Mars is controlled by the Hypercorps. Like they have overwhelming military power there.
That would not be great.
they're obviously going to dial out to some other planet or somewhere and try and make a new life for themselves. But
Or they've got to hook up to a planet they know has a gate that goes elsewhere.
yeah, there might be
Yeah.
a way to get from Krypton to someplace else back through
Back to
another
the solar system, right?
Yeah, through one of the other one of the other 4 gates.
Or at least they may believe that.
They may believe that. Yeah, you have no idea. Yeah. So Pivo, yeah, you could tell him that, which you just did, and Jimmy will believe that because Jimmy doesn't know anything about gate crashing. But just so you all know, in character, that's probably not going to work. So
Look, I don't give a fuck.
okay, fair enough.
Like,
Yeah, basically.
I'm sure that Burke has actually told me some of this,
Mhm.
and it's not that I'm intentionally lying to Jimmy. I mean, I am,
No.
but it's that
so
I
much
want
more.
him to be controlled. And if
Yeah.
he thinks that there's a way to be entertained, he'll be controlled.
This is fair.
Mhm.
So he's like,
So-
oh, so be it. Oh man, scum swarms, man. Yeah, if I could sneak out and spend a fucking year, like just take a year off in the scum swarms before I go back to school. Oh god, that'd be so fucking epic, dude.
So
Yeah.
now I'm in the mind of we get him back, I get him out to a scum swarm, then we collect the ransom.
Hmm.
I mean, again, obviously,
I mean, sure. And he
this
never
kid
knows
is
he's
literally made of money.
and he never knows it was a dangerous thing to do
Exactly.
until he comes home and daddy screams at him.
That's not that's a future him problem. That's not even
Yes.
a future us problem. That's a future
Exactly.
him problem.
That's hilarious. We should we should get out of here first, probably.
Yes. Is there anybody, Ross, that we need to shoot right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
no one look like they're going to
Is
try
there-
and raise some rabble and try to resist this.
Give me perception checks or kinesics. Actually, it's kinesics.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that.
Hey, nope. Kinesics is a fail,
God, we're so bad at this.
and I can't even flip it because a 67 does not get better as a 76.
It does
No,
not.
Burke,
that is-
do something.
Are we trying to? I can roll perception.
Roll
So-
Kinesics.
Sorry. Yeah.
Kinesics would be at your salve, so that would be a 15 for you, Burke.
Oh no, I don't have that at all.
You don't have the skill at all. Oh, awesome.
Let's
Fabulous.
see here. Oh, I rolled a 15.
Yes.
Burke, you quickly realize there are some people in security pod morphs and body armor and weapons have sort of appeared on the ship. They've clearly come through the beyond the locked doors that were on there, and they are sort of watching. And then there's a bunch of indentures, especially the ones in case morphs, and they're all kind of
Mhm.
eyeing each other. And you get a sense that like the case morphs are looking at all those vehicles, all those speedboats, all those submarines, and the security guys are like, we've been ordered not to let anybody escape. So
I believe they need a murdering.
yeah, so the people, the Diamond Heart people probably have a plan to help the indentures on this ship escape. But you don't know what it is, so there's probably going to be a gunfight pretty soon. Now you brought all your shit; it's back in your room down below,
Mhm.
so you can get your guns out. Or you could, but probably those vehicles are all locked down right now. If you want to get out, it's like
Hey,
know,
how's the
this is the-
wingsuit coming?
this is the part of the Western where the tumbleweed blows through the town as everybody's eyeballing everybody else.
I'm
So I
just
put
saying,
a tentacle around Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I think it's time to get off the main deck before things go real south.
Oh shit! Their morphs are going to be at a fucking premium. I'm not going to be able to fucking re-sleeve if this one gets ganked.
Yeah. So let's go below decks. Let's just
Mhm.
let the nice. I try to look straight at one of the case morphs and wink at him. Make sure the nice security morphs don't kill you, and let's get below decks.
mhm.
I'm
So
gonna
Yeah.
I hand him off to Ellis
Oh,
and jump on GNet.
Mhm.
well, I was wondering if I could if autonomous net would have me get me in contact with the rebels.
The mesh is down. You will, as soon as you try to log into message things, you get a lockdown message. This message mesh is in lockdown mode. Only security personnel are allowed to access it. You do not have the credentials to do so. Please, you can communicate.
Well, I
directly.
mean,
yeah.
Is this an interface role or infosec to start hacking it?
Infosec.
Okay, I will not do it quickly.
You're
That
taking
gives
your
you a
time.
much better chance, right?
Okay, sure.
But yeah, let's get everything down to the room. Maybe start putting together the guns.
Well,
and so forth.
doing a subtle intrusion tech takes about an hour.
Yep. They'll probably be over by then, but hey, it's something to do while we wait for things to be.
Okay, you can also disassemble all your weapons at this point. If you
I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm having the bot reassemble the weapons.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
no.
No?
I put them in there. I need to take them out and reassemble
enough.
them.
All
I mean, the
right.
bot can help. It can hold things while you know.
Exactly.
All right.
So we need Jimmy to be entertained. Hey, Jimmy, swallow this.
Okay. What are you trying to have him swallow?
Just a tranquilizer, mellow him out. It'll be fine.
What tranquilizer do you have?
I don't know, whatever. They're pouring them out all over the ship, right?
Oh, give me a scavenge. Let's see here. Do you have a scavenge? Let's see.
I've got scavenging.
Yeah, I
Give
can
me-
scavenge stuff up.
Yeah, give me a scavenging check or a perception check to find something.
Can you do perception with scavenging as a complementary
Ooh,
skill?
I fail either of those.
God damn it.
It's one or the other.
All right, we give a bottle of vodka and put him in the corner.
No, I'm going to roll scavenging and try to find something interesting.
Yeah, so 26 out of 50 on that if we're
Oh
scavenging.
wait, Pivo has orbital hash. So
Also, 47 under 80 for scavenging something interesting.
okay.
Ooh,
Um,
documentaries on Marxism.
That's the opposite. No,
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
other
The
one.
Hypercorposaur definitely has that in hard physical media.
Obviously, clearly.
not-
Seriously.
Yeah. No, the yeah, you find comfort.
Oh, there we go. Yogurt.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
yogurt.
Yogurt to de-stress poor Jimmy. So you do that, and yeah, as you're doing all this, gunfight, you can hear fucking kinetic weapons start going off, and explosions, flashbangs or grenades or something, and people screaming. And you look out the window, you see people falling overboard, and vehicles taking off. There's just fucking chaos going on. But yeah, you're downstairs, so you're all mostly safe.
All right. Hey, how's the wingsuit coming?
Yeah. Oh, are you making the wingsuit? I thought you were.
I thought we put in the plans and had it start.
Oh yeah. They stopped that, and your wingsuit was canceled. It's half complete.
Rude.
Yeah.
Rude.
All Faber use has been taken over by the security team.
Disappointing.
Yeah, you would it's an incomplete. You could try it out.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
Seems like a bad idea.
well,
Only if Jimmy becomes I'm too annoyed.
give me an infosec check. This will be opposed.
Okay, this is the cracking into the mesh
Mhm.
thing. Yeah, infosec is 65, and I rolled a 57, which is a superior success. Oh, you crit.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You were alerted. They
I
tagged,
shut it off.
yeah, you're guessing the security guy is coming shortly to be like, the fuck are you doing?
Trying to get
So
room service.
yep. Well, you probably have a minute or so before you get before
All right.
someone's kicking down the door to your room.
Hmm.
Or just, telling the lock to open up.
Mhm.
Because everything's automated like that. So what are you gonna do?
Making our guns. We got our
Yeah, no,
guns.
your guns are already been assembled. It took an
Okay,
hour to do
just
the
checking.
hacking. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you assembled all your guns. You have all your weapons. The
We strew around
Jim-
some more beverages. We hide all the building stuff.
Mhm.
And put on a good drunk. Who's got deceive?
I don't have to save.
No.
I don't think
Nope.
is that a separate skill? I think it's just. Oh yeah, it is a separate skill. You know who's good at the one pre-gen you didn't take?
Yes, I know. That's fine.
Again, I think this is hilarious. This is what we wanted.
So
Well, I guess I take cover.
the PA to your room comes on. It says, everyone get down on the ground, put your hands on your head, or you put your limbs on your head. Do not resist. You're being taken into custody.
No.
Okay. All right. The door opens up, and the dude comes in combat armor with a submachine gun. He's like, "Get down on the fucking ground! I'm not gonna tell you again." He is pointing his gun at Burke because Burke is the scariest looking person there.
That is in fact correct.
That was a terrible idea.
Yep.
I'm extremely aggressive, so I'll probably just shoot them.
All right.
Wait,
This is an initiative
hold on.
check.
Wait a goddamn second.
I mean,
What?
he said he was going to do that. I mean, that's what he's going to
What's
do.
wrong? What you got, bro?
All right,
Attack
roll
that.
d6.
Have we considered strategy? Has anyone
No.
considered strategy? God damn
No.
it.
I did take cover before he got there. That's all I know.
So my initiative is 8, so 13.
13. You're definitely going first. You're at close range.
What are we rolling? D10?
D6
It's a
and add it.
D6 plus your initiative. I'm going at 10. You bastard.
All right, they got a 7.
There it is.
I only know how to
7.
respond to aggression.
On
with
7.
aggression.
Yep.
I wasn't raised right.
I
right.
think that's no. You get the opposite. You were raised very right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
I'm not bad. I was just programmed this way.
I'm trying to look at range. Close. You're at point blank range. So, because you're in a room. So, actually, yeah. So plus 10 to hit. And you'll have plus 1d10 to damage if you hit with your shredder because point blank range.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's guns, just plus 10 to my guns.
Kinetic weapons, I believe, or whatever.
No, it's just guns. It's just
Yeah,
guns.
there's just guns.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yep, guns.
What do you?
There's no way I
Oh,
could spend a
44.
flex to cancel your critical.
You got a 44.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jesus.
So out of 75, I guess, with the plus 10.
Yeah. No, that's a double
He's-
damage.
He's about
So
to have a super bad day.
he is going to have a super bad day. Now he's wearing combat armor, so it's 16 points of armor.
Okay.
But let me double check. I think shredders have armor piercing. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I was just flipping to the gear list for Enforcer.
Actually, they do not. But you can do burst fire or full auto. So
Oh,
You should do that.
full auto, like
full auto. All right.
Just squeeze until he stops moving.
Yeah. Are you?
Christ.
Let's see here.
Well, this
Area of
escalated quickly.
All right. So it's 4d10 plus 1d10. So 5d10. 5d10 plus. Plus 12. Oh no, it's 5d10 plus 6 and then double it. So yeah.
5d10 plus 6 and double it?
Yeah. Because you got a 44, right?
Yeah, but I thought the
You want to
Okay.
double the number. You want to double the number of dice.
I thought
One
the 4d10 was a double number of dice. Am I reading this wrong?
No,
Yeah,
because you're. It's the
2d10
base is
plus
2.
6.
Yeah.
The base is 2, but burst fire or full auto adds 2d10.
Oh,
And then
Whoa.
being a point blank range adds another d10.
okay.
so
So on that,
It's 5d10 plus
yeah.
12.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's
And then-
53.
And then double that.
Do I double the roll?
Yeah, because it's a critical hit.
Okay, so double the roll would be 82 plus
Oh my
anything
God.
else.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Pink mist.
Now he even has 16 points of. Now you subtract 16 for his kinetic armor.
Pink
But that's a-
mist.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's 60.
So-
that is beyond the security I believe he was in a security pod morph, which has like a 53 death rating. So yeah, you fucking paced him. Yeah.
Oh.
This is going great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
the
that's
shredder
what
is
it's
at least
doing.
two-handed, so he had that advantage.
Yeah, no, it's basically a high-tech shotgun that fires diamond flechettes. So diamond tipped flechettes. So yeah, it's a space shotgun. Like you fucking
Hey, Jimmy, are you entertained yet?
holy shit! Holy
Fun
shit!
will now commence.
Did you hit him below the radio?
I hit him everywhere.
Yeah, you hit him
Oh.
everywhere.
Disappointing. I was hoping we could just lift his security comms off him.
No,
No.
He was left
Nope.
of him.
like he was technetted into his. There's like you would know with your security ops that they have their own guy like watching all this.
We
Like
should
an
probably
agent.
move.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're gonna
God
be
damn it.
rerouting people to you to like, oh shit, there's more than just case morphs throwing Molotovs at us. There's a fucking death squad.
I mean, I just wanted to order some more vodka.
Yeah, no, you've started the uprising.
Oh well.
Yeah. So what is your plan? Are you gonna try and take the ship or like commandeer a speedboat to get away or what?
I'm in
Sure.
favor of Team Speedboat.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
good
get it.
with that.
I will jump onto our TACnet for a second and go, God damn it, Burke, what have we said about starting things?
It was coming right for me.
I
looked like-
understand that. Well,
It looked like he finished it, to be honest. I mean, to be fair here.
now
To
we're
be
going to
fair,
have
yeah.
40 of those fuckers coming.
They're busy.
Well,
We should leave.
Happens every time. All right.
We're talking
Who's
while we're
grabbing
walking.
Jimmy?
Yeah. So you have Jimmy. Actually, his three bros show up too. Spider Badger and the Chonk. And
Hey guys,
they're-
stand around him. You need to be his armor. Let's go.
Chonk actually grabs the security guy's submachine gun and says, like, I think I can hack this shit. Fucking tight. Let me hack this gun. It's gonna be fucking sweet. Dudes. They're quite high on cyber coke, so
Actually, here's
Yeah.
our solution. Why don't you try and hack the mesh so we can get into that thing?
dude, I gotta hack this gun first.
do
fucking-
you?
Yeah. Fuck you, dude. Don't
But
tell
if
me what
he's-
to
if
do.
he's
You can give me a persuade
over
check.
TACnet.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
he's still in the room trying to hack the mesh, then maybe we're off the hook a little.
No, let's see.
No, probably not.
Yeah, again, everybody knows everything at this point. Like,
Yeah,
the-
fair. Let's just
yeah.
go.
like, there's enough. It's
Go,
not
go,
like
go.
I said.
Fast,
Yeah.
fast.
All right.
Yep.
I assume Burke, you're taking point.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So Burke,
Mhm.
are you running or are you just going to be like cool gun walking? You know, like you're in Rainbow Six.
Well, do people want a cool gun walk? Or do they
No, I want to fucking run.
Running's
Alright.
great. I love it.
All right, give me
Good.
athletics then.
All right.
I whoop up onto Jimmy's like back.
Okay.
Yep.
Ellis, you don't have athletics, so
No,
yep, you don't.
I'm just gonna ride Burke, I guess.
All right.
He's
Step
like
it
armor.
Burke,
I've
I
done
mean,
this to you before.
you can still run. You're just not going to be as fast as the others because you know.
As long as those other kids are slower, I'm okay.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, Bert. Give me. Actually, everyone can give me a perception check.
Perception.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems legit. What's this
Nope.
perception?
85.
Oh, no. You know what? This is a good time to spend a point of flex.
42 under 60. So that's superior success. What the fuck is coming?
You're getting pinchered. There are two security guys coming from behind the stairwell behind you, and up ahead of you, there are two more. You can. So you don't know what they are armed with, but you're guessing it's combat. They're going to be wearing combat armor again, and you know carrying. Yeah. So you can go to the side, but that takes you away from the vehicle bit and up onto the main deck. Or you can go below. I mean, it's a big ship. Think cruise ship. Like you're sort of in the cabin section.
I'm thinking, where are the hardware access?
I'm thinking,
so-
where's the restaurant with plenty of other bodies to use as cover?
Oh, better idea. Good idea.
Mm.
So
what
you
the
all
fuck
wanna
do I
go-
care about you two legs? I just want to save my skin and Burke and Ellis's skin.
That's
All
right.
right. All right. So
Good with that.
you're going to sidestep them and go towards the restaurant.
So here's my idea, guys. Let's go to the restaurant. From the restaurant, go through the kitchen. Try to convince some of these indenture yahoos that we're on their side and that these are our hostages. I'm saying all of this over our technet. Not
Sure. Yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously.
yeah. I just
All
want
right.
to be clear.
Mhm.
And then they'll get us back onto the main shore. Hopefully, we can convince them that we're on their side. These are our hostages, and we want to parlay with the corpse.
Okay. So yeah, you get to the restaurant. You can sidestep the security guards. They're in pursuit though. It would be real good if you figure out something to slow their path, or you could like stand your ground and face all four. It looks like there's only 4 pursuing you right now. Between your various sensors. And,
I mean, they could run out.
Yeah, well, they're also spread over a very large ship, and they're dealing with a lot of shit right now. So they've allocated a team of 4 to come after you. So do you want to try and slow them down any, or are you just to give yourself more time in the restaurant, or are you going to stop and fight them before you get to the restaurant, or are you just going to go to the restaurant?
I look at Chonk. I look at the Chonk.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, do you want to see something really fucking cool?
I hacked this gun. Sweet. He fires a burst in the air. Fucking sweet.
You just wasted bullets.
You want to see something cool? I can make that gun explode in the face of those assholes back there.
Okay. Sorry, Burke. What were you saying?
Nothing. I was saying. I don't think we want to stop to fight them.
Okay. All right. No, wait, dude. I'm keeping my gun. You can give me a persuade check with a -10.
Can I? I think
that would
can't.
that would give you a 5. You have a 5% chance of succeeding.
You know what? What the fuck?
Wait, what are you trying to do?
He's trying to talk Chonk into giving up his SMG.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that's a 22.
You're all just trying to kill me. Fuck you, dudes. I'm gonna go kill me some indentured. Chonk just takes off.
That's fine.
You know what? That was the best way that could have ended.
Yeah.
Yep.
So by the way, fellas, I do have several charges of hither. I just, this didn't seem like quite the right moment to use it. Those guys have rebreathers and so forth in the armor, right?
Does anyone have explosives? Now would be the time to give me the explosives to use.
No.
No.
None of you tried to fab explosives.
No.
That was
didn't really have time.
5 doses of aggro.
I really feel like that's making the situation worse, Burke.
Is it?
Okay. So we get into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
By which I mean
so you get to the restaurant. The restaurant is let's see here, extreme hibachi themed. So
of course
they have.
Is it on fire?
Well, I mean, so like hibachi grills are set up. I mean, like that's how the restaurant is built.
Sure.
And like there are a bunch of nano and diamond cutting tools, and a bunch of grills set up. And they have. And there's a lot of people who have taken refuge there, and there are a couple of security guards there sort of watching things, but there is a sort of standoff as all the chefs and servers have sort of taken over the kitchen. Now you came in, you were specifically saying you're wanting to go to the kitchen. So you find a service entrance to the kitchen, but it has been barricaded shut. So you'd have to talk your way in for them to open it up. Or you could go there are open doors, but that leads into the main area, and there's security guards there, but you don't know how focused they are. If they're gonna try and like attack you while there's a bunch of civilians.
All right. So I've got a reasonable amount of autonomous rep. Is that something I could use on this group? Because
Yep.
Alice, hither now. Now.
I'll pop a hither first.
All right.
Make sure that they listen real close, like.
Real fucking close, like.
All
right. Let's see here. Gear. What does hither do?
I'm not exactly sure. It's on page 334, 5, somewhere in there.
Nano drugs.
Want to ooze sexy like a pleasure morph on a hot tin habitat? For those desiring that slinky, what does it actually do? Slippery gel, mosquitoes, and
on provoke tests on same species who can smell you. That's not going to help with that through the door
No. So,
or through mesh.
but I'll hand it to the octopus so he's got one just in case we run into more octopus. Anyway, so I'll just go with the whole original plan, which was, hey, autonomous guys.
All right, yeah, go for it.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, yeah, critical
Nice.
success.
Oh, that's a critical. Oh, cool.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've heard of you. You're Ellis. You're a scum techie. Fuck yeah, we need your help.
Oh, you've seen my show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I don't remember what it's called, but it's somewhere in there.
They make an entrance for you, and so you're in the kitchen as they are.
Hey guys, what can we do to help you? And also, we'd like off the ship so we could maybe, get to the gate. We seem to have upset these gentlemen.
Yeah. They say help us make some weapons to fucking deal with these people so we can find our way to the vehicle bay.
Oh, would you like this faber? Plonk.
Yep. Well, that'll take time. We really need lockdowns lifted on that. We've got some guns from the guards, but they're hardware locks on them. So you can give me a engineering,
engineering electronics,
and or hardware,
hardware electronics, or what? Or engineering knowledge.
Hardware electronics.
Okay. Paste. 4.
All right.
That is 100. Okay. Yep.
All right.
Click,
So
click, click.
you start unlocking the submachine guns that they have.
So obviously, I learned something about the security protocols when I botched the infiltration attempt.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Learn from your mistakes.
Yes.
Basically,
The mistake was they got lucky.
So the autonomous, they have taken some of the civilians hostage to keep the security teams from just attacking them. And so there's some screaming civilians, at the entrance of the kitchen. And there's a large group of civilians hiding behind some security guards, who are watching them. But now they're like, all right, like, if we get through the front of the restaurant, we can get through where we'd be right below, we'd be right above the vehicle bay. We could then just we've got this thing of industrial acid. We could just pour a hole through it and then get directly get the drop on the people guarding the vehicle bay itself.
Or I could use a cutting torch.
Well, that'll take too long. This is acid.
Fair.
We brewed this
Fair.
up. This will melt shit fast.
Yeah, who might interfere? You got a good plan. Go with it.
All right. Well, you guys need to help us too, because you're asking over the line now.
So, would it help if your friendly neighborhood octopus snuck up behind some of them guards and popped a cap in their heads?
That would be extremely helpful.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Burke, would you please distract the nice men while I sneak behind them and shoot them?
Okay.
All right. So, Burke, if you want to be like a bullet magnet for them,
Yeah, basically.
yeah, draw their fire. What's your game plan for that?
Should I roll infiltrate first?
No, let's see how Burke does first.
You may be distracted by the outcome of the roll.
That's legit. Or the consequence of the roll could
Well,
help
Burke
me.
has to live long enough for you to even make an infiltration check.
Or he has to die close enough I can pop his stack.
So, Burke, the most obvious thing to do is for you to make like you jump to some cover and then just do suppressive fire, which would be an athletics check, a gun check, and a fray check in that order. And any check you fail will mean you'll catch some bullets.
Okay.
So that's the most obvious thing, but you can come up with something else. So,
Like, are there environmental things I can shoot, like knock terrain onto them or blow stuff up?
give me a perception check.
All right.
This scenario really escalated quickly.
It's fine.
I'm sure this is exactly what Ross expected.
I did want, yeah. We'll talk about it after we're done. Did you make it?
Yes.
All right. So you do see a weak point. The restaurant is on the side of the ship, or like it is. Like I said, you're near the vehicle bay. You're above the vehicle bay.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a lot of people, a lot of guards are sort of clustered on sort of the very edge of the restaurant where they have like a glass floor, so you can look all around you, including look at the ocean below us.
Oh.
And so it's been Obviously, some Molotovs have been thrown in the general direction, and it's been weakened by some sort of violence. There's one spot in particular that you can see with your robot eyes. That if you were to shoot it, it would probably collapse the whole thing. However, that would be a called shot, so a -20 to hit.
Okay.
So if you hit that, that would cause a lot of security people and civilians to fall into the waters below, and that's very distracting. And
Yes.
yeah, so
The
that
shed
would.
plus glass, I'm sure, is a great combination.
There's also you don't really have so that's the big obvious thing that you see that would cause a lot of chaos.
Okay.
And probably that would also cause a stampede of the civilians to just distract the rest of the guards too. As everyone would like run the opposite direction. So,
Yes, do that.
yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, is there any? Yeah. So that's the obvious thing that you can see. I mean, if you have other ideas, I think I've described the environment kind of enough for you to picture it, right?
Sure. Yeah. And so I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to blow a vigor to just negate that penalty.
Okay. Well, first off, you need to get into a shooting position. So give me an athletics check to run to cover quickly.
Okay. At base.
Yeah, it's a standard check. Yeah. No problem.
Okay. All right. 47 out of 50.
All right, so you get there before the guards realize what your plan is. So you get behind cover just as some bullets smack into the hibachi grill that you're ducked behind. Then now give me the guns check. You spend your vigor to negate penalty, so you just need a base roll.
Okay, so it's against 65, 61 out of 65. Oof.
All right, so you hit it with a burst, and you can hear the screams. Yeah. As doesn't you've seen surveillance videos of like oh, here's this floor that collapsed, this balcony that collapsed. It's like that, only whoosh, they just disappear. Like you're about 5 stories up above the water, and yeah, everyone else starts screaming and running.
I mean, those things happen. Yeah.
There's just so you don't even have to you do not have to make a fray check because nobody's shooting at you right now because oh Jesus, oh fuck. Give me another perception check though.
Okay. Out of 50. Oh yeah, 17 out of 50.
You notice that the security team that had been tailing you, that's following you, is coming up to flank you. They're coming up the way you came, and so they're about to burst through the doors to your side. But you notice them, so you could reposition yourself to be in cover, or you could just open fire on them now.
Do we have any of that acid they're about to use?
They have a vat of it. Yes.
I was just saying, right in front of the security team would be ideal.
Well, it's like a heavy metal steel vat. It's like think of it. It's like a 55-gallon drum of acid.
Okay, so nope, never mind.
You could they have some glassware you could dip a cup in and throw it if you were wanting to like. People with
too complicated. Complicated.
So yeah, this will be combat with 4 guards, unless. But your objective is just to get to the other side. Of course, your autonomous comrades will also join in the fighting too. So we'll say that they will negate. They'll negate the equivalent of 1 guard. So you'll each only take 1 attack per round.
So I'm guessing I've got Jimmy in tow.
Yeah, Jimmy is just cowering at this point, not knowing what the fuck going on. He is definitely not gonna like act out anything as long as he trusts you. So everyone give me initiative again.
Yes, 12.
10.
8.
Let's see here. Sorry, I'm getting the guards first. Let's see. What'd you get, Burke?
10.
10. Burke. Adam, what'd you get?
12.
So Adam and Dan, what'd you get?
8.
8. All right. So Adam and one of the guards are going at the same time.
Ah, fuck.
You could go first by spending a point of vigor.
Don't mind if I. Yeah, that's my only vigor.
All right. Well,
You have vigor. Ha.
But this is the time to use it, so I think I will.
All right. So
I mean,
you
could-
go before him. You can see he's about to act.
I'm going to fire my medium pistol. What range are we at?
I would say close. You're about 10 meters away, so
Nice.
it's standard. Like there's no modifiers one way or the other.
No modifiers one way or the other. So,
You're using your medium pistol.
I am
All right. Are you doing a semi-auto, burst fire, or full auto?
full auto.
All right. That means you that uses 10 of the 15 rounds in your clip.
Well, go big or go home.
All right. Are you going to use that for a bonus to hit or a bonus to damage?
I will use that for a bonus to damage.
All right. It is a standard attack. There's no modifiers. He's not on cover. You're not on cover. So.
Oh,
Yep.
wait, wasn't Pivo infiltrating, or did
I was gonna sneak, and then shit got real.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So I need to roll under a 55.
Yeah, you kind of didn't do anything to slow down those guys, so they were just.
Yep.
Yeah. So what'd you get?
I got an 8.
An 8. All right. They get a fray. So
And can I spend something to make that a
There we go.
superior success?
they failed their fray.
Hooray! I don't need
can
to do anything
get
else.
another vigor or a flex to make it a superior success, in which case you do an additional d6 of damage.
I think I'm already doing a shit ton of damage,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna be happy with the
They
damage.
are
I'm
in
doing.
combat armor.
They are in combat armor. Strength, what, 16?
16, yes.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll spend a point of flex and make it a superior success.
Okay. All right. So the standard one is 2d10. So this is 4d10 plus 1d6. So go ahead and roll that.
40-10 plus 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's shitty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be wow, that sucked balls. All right, so 10, 15, 19.
Ooh.
19. All right. Well, they are in combat armor. So,
Oh
guard-
dear.
Yep. As I mentioned before, they all have combat armor.
And we only had the one shredder. Hey, are the
Yep.
submachine guns that we're unlocking better?
They do slightly better damage. Now, remember, you can do called shots, essentially headshots. That does give you a negative to your attack roll. Let's see here. You can also aim to spin around. Let's see. Called shot, I think, is a negative 20. All right. So the same guy is going to just return fire at you, just to keep it easy. He's going to do a burst. And his skill is 50. So, and then he is going to run into cover. But
Can I have also run to cover?
Yep. So you'll both have negative 10s to hit each other because you're behind light cover. So cover gives a penalty to, because you have to lean out of cover to shoot.
Yes.
So that was the first action. And then who is next? 10. Let's see here.
I had a 10.
Yep. So you're next.
Okay. I would also like to move to cover and then return fire.
Okay. So So you're shooting as you're moving to cover, so you won't have a penalty for this attack, but next one will.
Okay.
So are you doing a full auto or a burst?
Yes, full auto with damage boost.
Mm-hmm. Go and give me that roll.
Rolling. What is my guns? Okay, good. 53 out of 65.
All right. Shredder. Yep, that hits. So that is 40-10 plus 6 damage. And you got a 38 to hit?
53.
53. So plus 1d6 because it's already a superior success. So
Okay.
40-10 plus 6 plus 1d6.
It's 37.
37 damage. Shit. You did a lot better. And 37 minus 16 is 21.
Mhm.
I'm going to keep it easy and say you're all focus firing on one guy.
Mhm.
So he is.
One former guy.
No, he's still up.
Oh, man,
Yeah, he's only
but he's
taking.
wounded.
Yeah, he is wounded.
He's having a bad day.
Yeah. So the next guy's going to go. He is going to shoot at Burke with a -10, so his skill is 40. With an 8, he still hits. Burke, you can roll fray at half.
Okay. At half. Okay. So
Yep.
it's 40. Whoops.
And you need to beat an 8, but not fail.
You need but not fail. So half
like-
my fray. Okay. So 34 out of 40.
Yeah. You're like, whoa, bullets. Yeah.
Now, is using fray is not like dodging a Delta Green then, where it's your action.
Nope. You get a free
Okay.
automatic defense for all attacks.
Okay.
That
Cool.
you're aware of. So character, yeah, it is a little different in that. Good question.
Thank you.
So Dan gets to go next.
All right. So what do we got? We got one guy who's wounded, one guy who's plinked.
There
and the
are
other-
2 guys. There are a total of 3 after you. I'm going to say the other autonomous are shooting the 4th guard.
Okay.
So he's dealing with them and they're dealing with him. But they're shittily armed and equipped. So it takes multiple, indentured chefs and waiters to deal with one heavily armored combat guard.
Yeah, I mean they do have the submachine guns, but yeah, they do the same amount of damage as a medium pistol.
Also, they're not like good shooters because
Right, because autonomous.
Yeah,
I mean,
these are
because they're indentured. Right. Yep.
most of these indentures are people who died in the fall and were reawoken and be like, work for 50 years and we'll give you a meat body.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me grab some cover, I guess, with Jimmy behind me.
Mhm.
Does the 3rd guard seem interested in me, or is he going to go for the giant death machine? That's my buddy.
He's probably going to shoot Burke. But
That
Okay.
seems fair.
well, actually, he goes after you, so it depends on whether you hit him or not.
Well, I was thinking about shooting someone who's already shot.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he'll probably shoot Burke.
Okay, so let's get rid of the one that's damaged, because maybe I can get enough through for that.
Mhm.
Assuming I've got line of sight to him.
Yeah, you're all shooting inside a restaurant. Like you're all like hiding
Yep.
behind grills and tables.
Behind tables and bars and dodging around. Yes. Okay.
Let's see.
that
You forgot to put the 1 in front of the D.
Oh yeah.
No worries.
Whoops. No, it was just really slow.
Yeah.
There it is. 32.
Yep. 32 hits
Out of 50. Yep.
out of 50. He is
Almost superior.
he's
all
going
right,
to
so
try and
what-
pray. If he doesn't roll 100, he does not.
Go gadget sidekick.
Bonk.
Yep. Come on. No. Keep saying.
No.
Sidekick. Come back.
All right.
I just use the Google die roller.
Yeah. Google die roller. Yep.
You just go to Google and roll 1D100 and it pulls it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
What does burst mode get for me?
What?
Don't worry about it. Just
rolls a 6, which is
not enough.
All right. So he.
All right, let's do the damage thing to him.
What were you doing? I forgot to ask.
I didn't say anything, so I assume I'm just rolling to hit him. So
Well, are you
normal
doing?
shot
Okay. Yeah. All right.
if it registers.
Sidekick not working. Why sidekick?
Why sidekick? Sidekick mean.
Uh,
Oh, there it is. There's
yeah.
yours.
Just lagging.
Lagging. All right, so you said it's just at the Google prompt it'll do it.
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah.
No, it just ran a search. So
So you can do 2D10 and then just pick one of them to be the tens place.
Here we go. There. Yeah. It's just.
I typed the wrong thing. Might
Okay.
have.
Roll. All right.
There we go. 7.
7 damage does nothing. The armor absorbs it.
Plink.
You realize you have to do a called shot to hurt.
Yep.
So he's going to go and he's going to shoot at Burke as his last thing. I'll try dice roller again. It seems to be catching up now. Yep,
there we go. It's working again.
All right, Burke, you've been shot again. You can give me a
Oh no.
Roll above a 3.
Love to fray. Half.
Mm-hmm. Half your skill.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. 27 out of 40.
Yeah.
Yep. 27 does work. Damn. Pretty badass.
Well, I do have plus badassery, so I'm feeling very fulfilled right now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Actually, does he get something for that?
I would say, yeah, you gain a point of vigor for fucking just shooting the guard who came into your room.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty badass.
That was pretty badass.
All right, so yeah.
Top of the order?
Yep, top of the order. So you're tied with the other guard who's
Not
wounded.
anymore. That motherfucker is wounded as shit.
He still goes at the same time. Like he
Does
doesn't.
he?
Yeah, his initiative doesn't change. It's just he has a penalty to his attack rolls. So he has 3 wounds. Well, you don't know how many wounds he has. Also, he's in a pod morph, so he gets to ignore at least one of them. But anyways, he is going to be shooting Burke because Burke is the one who opened him up. So yeah, they're all just going to be shooting Burke now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because Burke is the scary robot with the shredder.
That seems fair, but I'm going to call shot him to the face.
All right, so they go off at the same time, unless you spend another point of vigor. Or
I don't have one, so I'm not going to worry about it.
All right, so guard is going to go. He has a -20 to his skill,
and I get a
-30 because remember you have a negative. Everyone has a -10 penalty now, and you have an additional -20 for a called shot, so it's a total of a -30 to hit him in the head.
So I will flip that to a 14.
All right,
Nice.
Send a point of flex.
all right, that hits. So roll damage, and it's armor defeating for this because it's just standard combat armor.
And it's just a straight 2d10 because I'm just doing a semi-auto. 4.
4. Just a single shot. All right. So you put a bullet in his head. And
Called shot looks like it requires a superior success now.
called shot is just let's see. I actually don't. Actually, they don't have specific
Page
rule.
218.
218. Okay. I assumed it was just a penalty. All right, here it goes. Called shots are a -10 penalty. Yeah, okay. In that case, it's if you score superior success,
Yeah.
their armor is halved, not negated. So they'll just give him 8 points of armor. So he has a helmet, so it still blocks helmet. Anyways, so yeah, you hit him in the helmet, it does nothing. Burke, the guy tries to shoot at you, Burke, but misses because he's heavily wounded.
Sure.
So
What a loser.
yeah, him and his pod morph.
Ross, at this time, could I try to infiltrate behind them and try to
On your next action, you could.
Okay.
They are pretty distracted by Burke. So
Weird.
Burke, it is your turn now.
Back to the original plan.
No, the original plan. I'm on my original plan. Just to be clear.
Shoot a lot. Yeah.
All right, Burke, what are you gonna do?
I am shooting them.
All right, you're full autoing him.
I am. I got 28 out of 65.
All right, unless he rolls an 11, I don't think he can fray. No, actually, he can't possibly. No, if he rolls a 1, he'll succeed. He does not roll a 1. You hit him. So full auto. Yeah, 40, 10, plus 6.
26.
26. Armor's halved because it was a superior success. So he's dead. So
Yay. We did it. We got one.
yeah, you got one.
One. You got one.
So
It's a team effort.
yeah.
No.
Second guy
It's really not.
100% is.
So Dan, it's your turn now.
I guess guy who's been plinked. I mean, I might as well go full auto because I'm not going to get through it any other way.
Well, you could do a called shot to bypass a -10 penalty, and if you score, let's Let's see here. Yeah.
But you need a superior success, so I'd have to roll above a 33 and below a 40.
Yeah, if you call shots roll, if you succeed the let's see here. Yeah. Yeah,
So-
you have to get at least a 33 and get a -10. So to bypass.
Yeah, no, there's no point.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'll just full auto into the guy because
Okay.
that could work.
Mm-hmm.
24.
All right. He'll try.
Whap.
Right?
Rap.
Nope.
Nope.
Go and roll
What is
damage.
that? So that's 4d10.
Yeah, 40-10.
Roll better than I did.
I will attempt to do so. 24.
24. So he takes 8
Better.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably got him past the wound level at least finally.
Yeah, he has a wound, so I have a -20 to hit Burke total. Actually, no, he gets to ignore one wound because he's a podmorph.
Mm.
So he hits Burke with a 25. Burke,
Okay.
you can try and fray that.
Fray at half.
Mm-hmm.
No. 70.
All right, he was doing a burst. These guys are all just doing 3-round bursts, and they're doing it for damage. So
Okay.
it's a kinetic submachine gun. So it is 3d10. Because he gets to add 1d10 because of his what do you call it? Because of the burst fire.
Mhm.
And let's see here. Kinetic weapon. And they're using standard ammo, just so you know, because it's it's the same as a medium pistol, so just 3d10.
Yep.
18 damage. What is
And
your
I have 8 armor.
all right, so you take 10 damage.
Okay, so my wound threshold is 8, so I have 1 wound.
You have 1 wound, but you get to ignore it because you're
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
You don't
Okay.
feel pain.
Stay.
Owie.
Yeah, you're there's little warning sensors. Warning, damage. But it's fine. So new round. The guy who was going at 12 is dead. So Adam, you can give me an infiltration check.
So what I would like to do here is to infiltrate behind one of the guys that's in cover
Mhm.
and smash his face in with a diamond axe.
Sure.
Hmm.
If you
That seems
succeed on
prudent.
the infiltration check, you can just make your attack roll. It's a room. You're all in the same room. So if you're and you have like chameleon skin, right?
I do.
Yeah, so you can sneak in front of their faces.
So this is under 70.
Mhm. I will say they
Uh,
get an opposed check, so they will get a perception check, but their perception is just 40.
67.
They just fail. So yeah.
You are the knight.
So you're making a melee attack. Now you can make a cold shot with your melee attack to ignore the armor, or you could. Are you trying to grapple them? Like put the diamond axe around their neck and squeeze to like choke them out and disable them, or are you just trying to like bury it through their skull?
Could it? Let me ask you this: could I do something more useful with my medium pistol? At,
A point blank shot.
point blank shot to the back of their head at like a weak point in the armor.
I mean, you had the point blank bonus, and you would, which would negate your called shot penalty. So you'd have their armor with a successful attack and do an additional D10 of damage. So yeah.
So I'm going to use the last of this clip to burst fire point blank range into the back of their head.
So standard roll. If you hit, they'll only have 8 points of armor, and you'll do 4d10 damage.
Cool.
Yeah. 1 for point blank, and then 1 for burst fire, and then
48.
they don't get a dodge roll because you snuck up on them.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So go ahead and give me 40-10.
Plus the D6 for the superior
Oh,
for
yeah.
48.
Yep, good point.
I want to squeeze all the damage I can out of this because then I have to be the knight and sneak my ass away.
I think you're out of ammo by then. I'm not.
I have a +1, so
You have one.
I have
bullet.
another clip.
Yeah. You have more ammo. You have more ammo, but you'd have to spend an action to reload, I think. But yeah, you can go and roll damage.
So that's a 10, a 13, a 15, a 21, and a 25.
25 damage, -8, 17. 17 plus 8, 25 damage. He's up. The durability rating is 35, but he's heavily wounded as you shred the back of their neck and the armor, putting several bullets into them. You can see the exposed robotic core of the podmorph. Remember, podmorphs are basically Terminators, metal endoskeleton. Yep. So, and it's not very happy that happened. But
That
Bert
seems fair.
Yeah, but Bert gets to go next because
I had a
yeah.
question.
So-
Last round, did the our NPC pals do anything last round?
They've been fighting the other NPC.
They've been fighting the other NPC guards. Okay.
Yeah.
So we just have to kill this one.
Yeah. There's 2 guards left that you have to kill. That's easiest way for me to do a mass combat. I could have like random attacks happen for you all. In fact, I kind of probably should.
We're fine.
Yeah.
This is less insane. So yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Bert, kill the one I harmed.
Kill the one you harmed. You got it.
Now you could do things like, hey, help me out. You could like, if you can make a persuade check, you could have one of these autonomous, one of these indentures, like distract guards and do
Fight
shit like
my own battles. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna spend a vigor to take 2 actions.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot the one that
Well,
just
your next act. Well, does it happen immediately or does it happen at the end of the round?
You may spend
The second one is at the end of the round.
At the end of the round.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, you probably still want to do it, but yeah.
I do want to do that, but okay. So I'll just attack the one then.
Mhm.
And called shots are -10.
Mhm.
Okay.
If you succeed, it's armor. Armor halves their armor.
Okay. Does called shot negate doing like full auto or anything like that?
No, you can do a call shot full auto.
Okay. Sure.
Oh my god.
So -10.
Of course you can. Yeah.
These are
All right.
future guns. They're fucking better.
53 out of 55.
Jesus Christ.
Now he does get a fray check, so if he rolls a 1, he'll dodge it somehow.
How dare I've had bad ones come from you before, Peyton.
I thought he
That was
needed
a
a double
great-
0.
Yeah,
Nope.
Nope,
Yeah.
96 is not a 1.
not. So
He dodges into it.
yeah, so it's 2d10 plus 6 plus 2d10 for the burst for the full auto.
Okay.
And then what'd you roll exactly? 53?
53 out of
one-
55.
So plus 1d6 for the superior success, and their armor is 8. So yeah,
Okay.
40, 10 plus 6 plus 1d6.
Plus 6. Okay, it's 35.
35 damage. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
-8 is 27, which is more than enough to not only just go past their death rating. So that morph is unrecoverable.
Yeah, it is.
The cortical stack is still intact because they're got a ridiculous amount of hit points. But you've totally shredded that one, and that was the next one to go. Well, I mean, Dan, you get to go next. So there's only 1 guard left.
So I guess I could burst fire with the. I don't even have 5. I guess I'm changing out the clip because what else have I got?
Yeah.
Does that take the full round, or can I shoot 2? Or
You can still shoot, like, as long as you can't do anything else. But you can,
right, but there's nothing really else to do other than hunker down and what little cover I've got and shoot them. So we'll shoot them.
Plink, plink, plink.
So with burst mode, it's like 3d10 damage instead of 2.
Burst.
Oh no, wait.
fire. The 3-round burst is plus
Yeah.
10, and full auto is plus 2d10. But yeah,
Okay. So a 6 is gonna hit.
yeah, they can dodge that.
Yeah, disappointing but true.
Let's see here,
But they don't. They
Crit
critically
failure.
fail. But
but
there is no penalty for critical failure on a miss.
yeah,
On a
Oh,
fence.
there should be.
No, there shouldn't.
I mean that would probably backfire on you guys more than
Exactly why.
so.
I stand by it.
Fair enough.
Also fair.
Man of
So
friends,
3d10, 22 damage.
22 damage, 16. So that's 6. Yeah.
Rap.
That actually.
So the burst is 3 shots each. All right.
yeah, it's a 3-round burst.
That gives me 5 shots before I have to.
all right,
That's
Adam,
better than full auto.
you're up. So you're.
Oh, I get my end of round.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So just to be clear on ammo, it's 10 every time you full auto.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's
Okay.
a stupid amount of ammo, but
It has 100 ammo. I
yeah,
just want to make sure I'm keeping track. Because I've shot like 5 or 6 times. So I'll just say 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So called shot on that guy, full auto, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Kill him dead.
34 out of 55.
All right, yeah. He does not have a wound. Their wound threshold is 7, I think, for security morph. So security pod morph. So he
Oh my god, that's so much damage. What is he? You didn't have a slash in front of the R.
Oh,
for
yeah. That's why. Yeah. So how much damage did you do?
Enough.
Let me. Oh, I got to roll my d6. So 37 plus 6, 43.
Yeah, he
I rolled 5 short of max on the 4d10.
Yeah, no, you put him down.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to that speedboat.
Yep. So yeah, the autonomous will quickly finish off the 4th guard. They
I give them a thumbs up.
Yep, they give you a thumbs up.
I grab the guards.
They roll the barrel over and open it up over the floor. It eats through the ceiling, or it eats through the floor, revealing the vehicle bay below. There are speedboats, and
I recommend taking one that's not directly below us.
yeah, it is like a 2-story drop to get on there. It's actually a 2-story. It's a what? Well, how do you want to jump on the catwalk that's like 2 stories, or do you want to jump directly on the ship itself, which is like 5 stories down? This is 70% of Earth's gravity, so it's gonna suck. That would definitely be like a free fall check or an athletics check to fucking.
Oh, I got free fall, but this is not free fall.
I would give it to you for falling because it is technically. I know that's
free fall.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
That gives me a chance.
So, but if you fail, it's gonna suck. So, are you going to?
So, do we have anything that could be used for rope?
That would take you around or so to find. So, but you can do that. You know, there are guards down there, and they're going to react quickly. So
Should have thought of that first, eh?
Well, speed is of the essence in this plan. You kind of like, as you stood up after your gunfight, they were already rolling the barrel out.
All right. So, Burke, do you want to take Jimmy with you?
Sure, I'll superhero jump down with Jimmy.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's terrible for you.
And Pivo, can you cling to the walls?
Burke, you'll have a -10 because you're carrying Jimmy with you.
Okay, I'm going to spend a flex to get +20.
Yep. That's a good idea.
That seems legit. I'm just gonna and we'll also athletics this and spend.
Are you going straight to the
+20.
boat, or are you going to the catwalk?
I'm going straight to the boat, motherfucker.
All right. I just want to hear it. You're going for the boat too.
I
Yeah,
guess
I'm
I
doing
might as
that.
well too, and I'm going to spend a flex because
We're all spending a flex to get the +20.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh wait, if we do that, can we still flip the roll?
Yeah, you can do it after the roll if you have if you have a
Fantastic.
flex or a vigor.
Okay, here goes my under 65.
Woo!
Oof.
+20 for the win.
Yay!
27.
All right, Burke.
73 out of 75.
Yeah,
Nice.
17 out of 70.
That's a double superior.
Yeah, all of you land somehow without taking damage, letting your arm. You all are wearing armor, so
Yeah.
smart clothing and shit like that. So they just like maxing out knee pads.
Clearly my utility tool turned into I don't know, grappling gun.
Oh yeah, basically. And so you're all in the boat, and of course it's locked down. So Ella,
Would you like a electronics roll there?
yep, give me a hardware electronics to a hot wire.
17.
17.
Nice.
All right. That's a regular success, so it'll take a little bit of time for you to do this.
Unless I upgrade it to superior with
Yeah.
a insight, which I
All
have plenty of. Pop. So
All right.
superior success.
All right, who wants to pilot the boat?
So I've got flight crew ops and pilot space.
I got pilot air.
All right.
I got no
Really?
pilot.
Air
Jimmy,
and water
can you
are
drive a
both
boat?
fluids, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, pilot air at a -20 would work. Pilot space, it's literally in this is at least this is in gravity, so pilot air is a little more applicable.
I'm gonna have to agree. Can I
Hang
at
on.
least do flight crew ops to give them a bonus?
Hang on, yell up there. Hey, can anyone drive a boat?
You
Yeah,
pilot a boat.
Bert, catch the guy! Come on!
and then gets shredded by a guard with a railgun.
Aw.
Bad plan. Let's go.
You can like grab their shredded morph and pop their cortical stack inside the boat.
Sure. You do that.
That's going to take a lot of time. It's time to leave.
No, it's
okay.
fine. Like they just jack in. Like it's like you remote pilot. You just have to get the morph. So the morph is falling. Who's going to try and catch it?
God damn it.
Oh, I'll catch it.
All right, give me athletics.
Because this is badassery.
Yeah.
It is
All right.
badass.
Well, he's trying to do that.
13 out of 50.
Can
All
I
right.
wait, Ross? Before you say anything, can I say that I used the guards, automatic rail rifle that we picked up on the way out to lay down some freaking cover fire?
Well, you don't have an automatic rail rifle. The guards in the boat that you were fighting had some machine guns. The
Well,
guards-
that thing.
Suppressing fire, you
They
mean?
have the heavy guns because they're like, send the few heavy guns that we have to the vehicle bay to make sure if anyone escapes, we can shoot them down. There is a guard with a rail rifle, assault rifle there. He's the one who shredded the case morph. You can fire. You'll be at long range. So give me a guns check with a 10.
Are there any guns on the boat?
Let's see here. No, it's a speedboat. Why would it have guns?
20 fucking 2.
Entertainment. I don't know.
Yeah, you did.
20 fucking 2. Critical success to shoot the motherfucker who was gonna try and shoot us with a rail gun.
All right, you shoot the rail gun itself, knocking it out of its hands.
Oh, that's so
Perfect.
badass.
God, that's fucking awesome.
All right,
Yes, it's adventure.
Ellis, you fucking get the boat working by throwing the waiter's cortical stack.
Click, 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 splat.
And so he's like, outrun motherfuckers.
Nice.
Yeah. So you're
You're coming with me, honey.
Synthwave is blasting this. The 4 of you are all escaping. Well, 5 now. What's the name of this waiter? Your pilot.
Manuel. It has to be.
Manuel. Definitely Manuel.
All right, Manuel.
He's Manuel 16.
Yeah, Manuel
Yes.
16. So Manuel 16 gets you on there. You land on the beach itself. You were greeted by some of the Diamond Heart people, apparently in security pod morphs. Apparently, a lot of the guards defected. So
Understandable.
yeah, and yeah, you're there. Good job. So you're okay with joining the autonomous space.
Oh no. We want to wait till they're through and then redirect to where we're going.
Okay.
Or actually, no. We just need to hack into the system and delete any record of us doing anything unfortunate from the corporate point of view.
Okay, so you're trying to cover your tracks. So
Yeah. Does that make sense to you guys?
yeah.
I think that's the right thing to do. Like, we have done our job. We have systematically protected Jimmy from a terrible uprising that we had no part in inciting, I should add.
Oh,
None.
hey, Jimmy's friends all got shredded in the fight in the restaurant, except
I
for
feel
the-
good
We
about
weren't
that,
paid
actually.
for them. It's fine.
I for one, feel sorry that the Chonk didn't die too.
No. What happened was the Chonk actually did live, but he was wounded, and so he fell through the hole, but he was too slow and just fell in the water right where the boat was as you were pulling out.
That
Well, at
doesn't
least
sound
there's
like my
nothing down
problem.
there to eat them.
Yeah. So
Yay.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like our problem. Our problem was saving Jimmy.
Yep.
all right.
We did that.
So Ellis, you're the one with the persuade roll. Give me a persuade check.
Go by
Who
persuading.
are we persuading?
The Diamond Heart people for this deal. 'cause,
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh,
does my autonomous give me any kind of benefit with that?
also.
you can roll autonomous rep. Well, your persuade's better, but your autonomous rep is making this possible.
No, I was asking if okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was asking if there was a
So-
bonus from that.
Oh,
Also, I've got.
I would say you could get a plus 10 to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Do I need to roll that or just I have a
Yeah,
plus 10?
Yeah, roll plus 10 to your persuade.
Okay. 14 didn't matter.
Okay. All right, Burke, what was your question?
Oh, I was gonna say I just hand Jimmy a dose of grin for the pain and say, I trust you're having a memorable spring break.
He's just wild. He's just in shock at this point.
Well, I'll just push it down his throat like a cat.
Yeah. So the Diamond Heart people was like, there's a good chance that they'll fucking pop your stacks and just like read your brains in psychosurgery and find out everything that you did.
Well, I'm kind of like it. Where are you guys going?
Okay. Well, we basically some autonomous gate crashers found a way. There's one planet that has like 6 Pandora gates.
Oh yeah.
And we found a planet. So from the 6 gate planet, there's a planet that leads to a lifeless world, and that lifeless world leads to here. So we figure we go to the lifeless world, we offload everyone we can to the lifeless world, then we go to the 6 gate world, and then we can go to the autonomous
get out to the scum fleet.
Yeah, we can get they're autonomous colonies, they're autonomous settlements. We can start new lives. We're just trying to use up everybody, sleeve everyone we can into bodies, and fab as much gear as we can before we've locked out Mars for now, but we don't know how long that's going to hold. So of course there's a lot of ifs like that we can get the gate working. I mean, we're taking everything we can from the resort, but we're not going to have many resources when we go there. But like,
so hey, how's Whisper doing?
Whisper's the one telling you this essentially. So
I thought okay, so he's helping out the autonomous side.
Whisper was a double agent. He was pretending.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I pretended I was sick with the autonomous and I wanted that sweet hypercore cred, but I was just inside man. Once I figured out that there was a way to evac everyone off this fucking planet, and then we could trash the resort and spread the news, so that Krypton will just have to shut down after this. There's no way they can. It would be such a public black eye. There's thousands of witnesses. They can't disappear everybody.
I mean, they could.
No, they can't. Like there are too many elite rich people here. Like they don't have that much power. All the corps hate each other. This is run by one of the corps.
Fair.
Yeah, it's like a pack of wolves, and one gets too weak. It dies. It's exiled from the pack, at least. So it'll fuck them over. So I'm all for it. So yeah, but if you want to pretend that you're witnesses, that you were just innocent bystanders, we can accommodate that, but we do that by taking your morphs and just leaving you as stacks, and then we can make enough evidence that they'll just assume you're casualties of it.
Or I could fab a really cool ground car that's got vacuum seal, so we can drive across.
If we take your bodies, that explains the attack on the boat that we compromised your bodies before it even started. So
true.
Yeah. So at this point,
let me clarify. Are they going back to the solar system from the 6?
They're not telling you. They're not going to tell you what their plans are because you haven't decided that you're going to come with them or not.
No.
I raise a tentacle.
If we come with them, do we get back to the solar system, or are we just going off to some colony?
You only find that out if you. They're only going to tell you on the other side of the gate.
That's fine. Okay.
I raise a tentacle. I'm going with you guys.
With them.
With us, the Diamond Heart people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right.
Hey, Jimmy, do you want to go gate crashing?
Sure.
Good answer.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
Jimmy, you might even grow a soul doing this.
What's that?
Oh, you'll find out.
I go to TACnet. That motherfucker is never going to grow a soul.
I know. I just thought I'd give him false hope because that's cool.
We're going to have to put a cap in his ass like 2 planets in.
Well,
maybe not. He was pretty well behaved.
He's in a nice body. You could actually have the Diamond Heart people grab him and pop his stack and
into a case morph.
Have an indentured and cold storage sleeved into him.
Yeah.
He's still worth more money to us than that.
That's right. That gives us a little bit of leverage.
Okay.
And we're technically rescuing him.
Exactly. We're continuing to rescue him.
Yes. So I will use my hardware groundcraft so we don't have to worry about it's a vacuum thing.
All right.
Build us a rover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To get us between the 2 gates.
No, the Whisper brought in like hundreds of schematics of gate crashing tools and weapons.
Okay, great.
And shit like that.
Can I roll hardware industrial to help speed along the process?
Yeah, no, I mean
that's basically what I'm saying. Yeah,
you chose to go with them. If you go with them, that's it. You go through the gate, and then that's your gate crashing campaign.
Hooray!
Yay!
As you go to this rocky world,
I meant to do this.
Yep. Yeah, that's what you chose to do. Yeah. So that's that adventure.
Yay!
Hooray!
Yeah.
It's almost like impatience was a bad thing.
Oh.
What?
God damn it, Burke.
Yeah.
What?
See,
I meant mine and tried to
which
hack
Burke?
them.
all you had to do is give up your bodies in order to go back to
Yeah.
Mars. Like, they would have
Fuck that bullshit.
the insurance companies would have given you new bodies. Like this place is insured, and so like it would have been a massive scandal. But like, yeah, like corporations are powerful, but they can't hide. This is like Deepwater Horizon. This is like a massive.
But I've got plus adventure.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But yeah, now you're autonomous essentially.
I mean,
I was already autonomous.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a reclaimer. My ass is going back to Earth eventually, but
my faction is scum. So
Yeah. So yeah, your of course your backups, which are stored with the 9 lives, somewhere.
whoa. Only one of these guys was actually in 9 lives. It was the one we didn't play.
no, I'm in 9 lives.
Oh,
Yeah. So what will
It does not indicate that here for me, so I don't know.
but all of you do have backups, and so what will happen eventually is that you'll all be declared legally dead. So
And nobody's backup.
yeah, and so your backups will be restored. And then eventually, so if your gate crashing cells ever get back to the solar system, you'll find out there's been an alpha fork of you running around forever. For how long? And so now there's 2 of you.
I saw the one. I know how this goes.
Yeah. And so you'll have to deal with that at some point.
I'll just have a different fake ego. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, by that point, your force will be so different that you will be 2 different people. So, but yeah.
Woohoo.
No,
That
that's
seems
gonna
like
be
a future us problem.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be a hell of a merge. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it would be a hell of a merge. So yeah, that was the adventure. So questions, comments, suggestions.
Yay.
God damn it, Burke.
It's fine. We did it.
That was perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Played Ross.
Yeah, it was fun.
Too.
Thanks.
All that.
I just like the idea of like an indentured uprising on a resort planet, and yeah, dealing with all that shit. And I actually did have an idea of having a subplot of like an assassin trying to steal Jimmy, like kill him and become him essentially, replace his ego. But I didn't even need to do that because like yeah.
You see, that I would have allowed to happen. That would be fine.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah,
Well,
like
if you would research for people like who would be partners to betray him before you'd like gone off world, you could have found out about that. But
Research skill. That's the thing I had. Oh well.
I mean, networking checks essentially. So yeah. Yeah. Any other questions or anything? Good.
no, that was great.
Yeah. Cool.
That you can no longer upgrade to a critical. That means you can't do a critical when you're opposed.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, you have more pool points in general. So if you could do crits on demand, that would be a little
That's true.
so but yeah, no, this is fun for me too. And I'll be running Eclipse phase for the RPPR group very soon. So
Yay, more Eclipse phase.
Differently bad.
yeah. I'm gonna be trying to do a campaign that's not focused on Titan shit for once. So
I mean, they never start that way.
I mean, not focused. I mean, there'll still probably be Titan stuff that shows up, but it won't be focused on it. But
Indeed.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.
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 Cool.
Later, Ross.